welcome, fellow Stardust. Are you ready for a scare? Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you all are here for our live horror game. As you know, I have three guests joining me, and we're going to take our time with intros so we can let people kind of trickle in before we get the game started. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our first guest. First is Nick with Horror Flicks with Nick. Hello,
Hello.
hello, Nick. Thank you so
Uh,
much for joining me today. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, no problem. And next, we have our good friend of the channel, Lisa Loves. Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Thank
we
you for
have,
having me.
yes, of course, I'm loving your costume. It's so witchy. Totally my vibe. Is it a witch or a vampire? It's a witch, right?
I have no idea. It was a ghoul and it turned into a witch when I found a hat. So yes,
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
quite
okay,
sure myself.
awesome. Loving it. And last but definitely not least, we have my man D Movie Man. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here as well. I really appreciate it. I've been wanting to do a game for a very long time on my channel, so I finally, thought this one up, and I'm just so happy to have the three of you guys as my guests.
Absolutely. Real happy to be here. So excited.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. All right, let me go ahead and get situated here. All right, looks like we've got a few people in the chat already. We've got Sean. What's up, Sean? How you doing? He's been ready for a couple of days in the chat. Also got a patron over here, Josie. Isms by Josie. What's up? What's up? Thank you for being here. So just to take care of a couple of housekeeping things, I'll run down, how the game will work. And like I said, we'll get the game started here in just a bit. That way we have people, giving people the chance, to come on in. So it's just going to be a guessing game basically. So the four of us have come up with clues for 5 different kills that are our favorite kills. So we'll be giving out one clue at a time. There are 5 total, and if you can't guess the movie after 5, we'll go ahead and give y'all some more clues. But once you figure out the movie, we'll stop giving clues and you'll get a point. And so with each movie, though, there'll be varying difficulties. So we have 2 movies that are going to be easy to guess, 2 movies that'll be somewhat, hard to guess, and then 1 movie that'll be really hard to guess. So the green movies, the easier movies, will be worth 1 point, the medium movies worth 2, and the harder movie is going to be worth 3 points. So to guess, obviously, just put your guesses into the chat, and I'm going to add everybody's name to a roster. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know just to go ahead and throw a ghost into the chat if you want to participate in the game. And then I'll go ahead and add your name here to my spreadsheet. And, I'll keep track of y'all that way. So I will be doing a little bit of multitasking with, talking to you guys and keeping track of y'all's responses in the chat. And another way to get an extra point added to your score would be to share this video and tag me on social media. You have to tag me, that way I know that you shared it out. And after the live is over, I'll go and check my social media and see who has shared it, and then I'll add that to your final score. And unfortunately, this will only be open to US participants. So if you're overseas, I apologize. This giveaway in particular would just be for folks in the US. So I apologize if you're outside of the US. So right now, if you're in the chat, go ahead and put a ghost into the chat, a ghost emoji, or you can just say enter me into the game or whatever you want to say, and I will go ahead and add your name to the roster. That way I can keep track of your points. All right. And let's see, what else did I want to make sure you guys know before I get started here? There will, of course, be spoilers. For all movies, I can't really tell you what the movies are, but they're all older. Nothing's from the last well, there is one movie that is fairly recent, but I'm not so sure if it's a spoiler, given its title. So I'll just leave it at that. I don't think it'll be too bad of a spoiler for you guys. All right, and let's see. And of course, you don't have to stay the entire time for the game. If you can only play for a few minutes and you take off and you still end up with the one, as the one with the most points, you can win. You don't have to be here the entire time in order to win the game. You just have to have the most amount of points. Let's see. All right. I think that is all of my housekeeping stuff here. Let me go ahead and throw some comments onto the screen. What's up, Sean? Just want to say hello again. Gang, gang. Hello, Josie. All right. We've got our first entry, Miss Josie. All right. All right. All right. And let's see here. We're going to go ahead and just kick it until about 6:15. So, to my guests, what was the last movie y'all just saw? Did anybody see Halloween today yet?
I watched it yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No spoilers, but tell me.
Oh, yeah, you commented on my video. Yeah, I didn't get the chance to read it fully, but
No spoilers,
Yeah.
but what did you think?
No. Oh,
Two-
I'm
two
hearing
thumbs
both
down.
ends of the spectrum.
Oh, no.
I'm hearing terrible and great.
I know I have not really seen a comment yet from anybody who says that they like it, so it's kind of worrisome.
it was so weird. I was going like up and down, like certain parts of the movie, and then it just started like at a certain point, just started really going down. But I was enjoying it for like the first 35 minutes. I was liking where it was going, and it was they just didn't stick the landing. But are you guys big fans of Halloween Kills? Like, because I also really didn't like Halloween Kills.
I liked Kills.
Okay.
Y'all are like, nope.
I mean, I liked the kills, but
Yes.
everything else was my issue.
That
was the same thing here. Like, yeah. I mean, there's so many plot lines. There's so many storylines that, like, for what should be a very simple story, it's just it's like Halloween 4, Halloween 5, Halloween 6 level of like just zaniness.
Oh dear.
Those
Well,
definitely aren't my
I
favorite.
mean, there's no like weird like cults or reality TV shows, or is it LL Cool J? No, who's in the one in the house?
Buster.
Okay, yeah. Is he?
Yes.
Is LL Cool J in any class or
He's in
sequel?
he's in H2O.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One of my
Yeah.
favorites of the franchise, H2O.
Please tell me they didn't say Evil Dies Tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Mhm.
All right. Neil wants to go ahead and be added to the list. Neil, I went ahead and add you, no problem. Josie
Did you guys
said,
see Smile? Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
No, I just said, did you guys see Smile?
It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't the best, but it was, I shouldn't say great. It was good. I wanted it to be great, but it was good.
It was
I really
far
enjoyed it.
better than I would have thought it would have been, especially based off the trailers. It just looked like it was a lot goofier and sillier, and I was like, oh, it actually took itself a lot in a more serious manner than I thought, and kind of how they tied in, mental health and trauma and those kind of things, and it actually did work. It's just that, maybe the sticking the landing and kind of rounding some of that stuff out, that's maybe where it got a little
Yeah.
And I thought it was interesting that they seemingly, I've said this before, but it's like they seemingly borrowed the whole smile thing from Truth or Dare. Like 15, it's just like that's not
awful.
but
I was really worried because I hated Truth or Dare, and I'm thinking, oh, please no. But I was really pleasantly surprised with Smile. I really enjoyed it.
I still need to see Truth or Dare.
Oh, God.
But yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh, I mean, it's worth it. I've seen it like 5 times. I hate it. It's very bad. But I love a bad horror movie. Like
5
that's,
times.
yeah, I was gonna say for me, it's one of those kind of like so bad it's good. I'm entertained if it's silly and ridiculous enough. I'm like, this is actually a good time. So
Let's see. We have Neon saying he gave ends 4 out of 10.
yeah, me too. Yeah.
I'm even considering not going to the cinema to see this now. But no.
I think
I'm gonna
well.
have
I think
to.
it's on. Isn't it on streaming? Like,
It's
isn't it like
streaming
a
as
dual?
well. It's streaming
Oh,
the same day,
But
yeah, as the
but
it's
but
theater.
probably more expensive on streaming than it is on in the cinema for
Right,
me.
for like
Anyway.
$20.
Oh no, God. To get into the cinema here, it's like £6-7, which is what, less than $10.
Mm.
So I might just go to the cinema to see it.
Yeah. Lisa, do you guys have Peacock over there?
Yeah, well, if you use a VPN, we can get it. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think we don't have Peacock either.
Oh.
Well, do we? I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure. I think I'd have to use a VPN as well.
Yeah.
What's up, Just Doing Nails? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. I was letting everybody know. Go ahead and let me know in the chat by either putting a ghost emoji or just say enter me into the game. That way I can add your name to the spreadsheet. That way when we get the game started and you start throwing your guesses into the chat, I can go ahead and keep track of your points on my spreadsheet. So anybody who's listening and watching, if you want to be in the game and participate to win this lovely what's it called, horror mystery box. It's pretty small back there, but it's actually really big. Let me actually show y'all to scale real quick. Hold on. Oh.
Oh, I like the coat.
Box. A big old box.
It is massive. That's
yeah,
what she said.
I was tempted to open it to see what all the goodies are in there, but I left it closed, mostly because it was kind of fighting me back to get open, and I don't want to rip the box open. But if the winner or people want to see what's in it, I can open it if you'd like.
Do you not know what's in it?
I don't know what's in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got it straight from Amazon, and I just left it as is when it came. So
Whoever gets it needs to do an unboxing so we can all see.
Yeah.
I know. I hope whoever does win it, I hope is a creator and that they do an unboxing. That'd be fun. Objects in the stream are larger than they appear. It's way back there. This is also actually my first time rolling the camera in my new studio finally, even though this is my laptop. I haven't shot on my Canon yet, but my first time shooting in our new house. So this wall took a little time to set up, but I'm glad to get it all finally settled in because, we've been here about 2 weeks and basically just been unpacking and preparing for October.
Oh my goodness. And you've got internet already? That's impressive.
Yeah, well,
we were
we were in the Airbnb and then we signed the lease and we're like, well, let's not move in until the internet is there because I can't stop work for a few days. I got to keep the train going. So, yeah.
So do you finally feel settled? Are you feel more adjusted than you did before?
Yes, definitely more adjusted because it's literally been months since I felt, adjusted and settled because we were in that Airbnb for a month. And then, we were here in June just to kind of like test the waters because he's been coming here for work a lot. Brandon has. And we were like, okay, let's spend a month in June here and see how we like it. And I liked it, compared to Texas, especially with the weather and everything and just Texas, period. And so after that, we've just kind of been in limbo, just kind of getting things ready for the move and all that. So, yeah. Josie, what you drinking over there? You said you got your little cocktail. What you drinking?
Ooh. If people pop on like later, I'm assuming they can still enter if they weren't there from the start. Yeah.
You can start whenever you want.
Really trickle in, don't they? As you're.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching Halloween Ends. I'm very disappointed.
I just kind of thought about that too. I was like, maybe they'll come in and we'll talk about it later if they feel like it after they're done watching it.
Has anyone seen Hellraiser yet?
Oh yeah, I saw it. I liked it. I know Nick, you kept going back and forth with it, right?
Hellraiser is such a mixed bag for a series. Like, it's probably my third favorite, I think. But oh god,
in the franchise.
Yeah, so like I liked it. I liked it a lot. There's like parts I really like. I love David Bruckner. I like the new Cenobites. I was really mad about I have a Chatterer tattoo, so I was pretty mad about his treatment in the movie. I was wanting more Chatterer. I guess that's I won't go into spoilers, but he's got a limited screen time for anyone in the audience, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you
But I
feel
liked
about
it.
D?
I actually I was kind of on the fence. Like I enjoyed most of it. I liked the new design of the Cinebites. I loved especially when they did the transitions where the walls would open or the street would
Yeah.
open. All of that, like stylistically and visually, I thought that was really great. I will say at the same I guess on the same token, because the original Hellraiser is so really brutal and so kind of body horror focused and really like goes there, even for its time and even
Yeah.
watching it. I wanted a little more of that kind of like that grit and that ugliness and kind of that raw nature of it, even with how they looked, because I kind of forgot it. I had actually watched some months ago, even before I had kind of forgotten that they were doing a new one. But even their design, or with the body horror, everything's very kind of slimy and sticky and very gross and kind of looking. And I think with the Cenobites here, everything, or just even the style of it, everything was a little too clean, even though interesting. So it was kind of like appreciating both, but still kind of missing everything that the original did.
Yeah, like I appreciated the newness of it, with the effects and all that. Like, for example, with the chains, it's exciting to see the chains happen in a new, more advanced way, but it was kind of more gritty and exciting with the very first Hellraiser, especially with the face being ripped open and all that. With that first scene, or with that first kill in Hellraiser with that boy, it was kind of like cool, but they held back at the same time. It was kind of a weird balance.
Would it be a spoiler to say I just didn't like how the box worked, like in terms of like pricking people with it? Like I thought that was probably my biggest gripe of the movie.
Yeah,
is that too much of a spoiler?
No.
Because like I liked it. I just liked in the original, like they're more like how neutral Pinhead and the Cenobites were. Like they just showed up. They were like these explorers of like pleasure and pain. And here it was more like they were like lapdogs, where like they had no like control over the situation. Like if someone got poked, they were just like going out, even if it was one of their own. Whereas like it was more of like a straight slasher, where they're just killing left and right. Where I like the in the original, just like being summoned by solving the box and like seeking out pleasure and pain. Sure. Like I shouldn't like that anyone that got like it was like tag your it and then the Cenobites just come after you.
I guess I kind of liked that helplessness of it. I mean, I guess solving it too in an innocent way, you're helpless too. You're just kind of thrown into it. But I don't know. I guess it didn't bother me as much. But I also haven't, really thoroughly watched the whole series. I really only paid attention to the first two movies. So
you're good.
I think that's kind of why this new one, was a good remake, a good reboot for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nick just went on a recent journey through that franchise, and I think that it's probably not worth your time.
I watched first two. Yeah, all of them in like what 36 hours, or it was a little over 24 hours, but it was fun. It was fun. It just, but like it's not great when like there's some like I do this with a lot of franchises. And there's like some like Friday the 13th, Halloween, where it's like 7 is really fun, 8 is really fun. Like Hellraiser is like 1, 2, and 3 are good, and then it's just all the way down. Like there's 10, 9, and 8 are the worst ones.
Yeah, is that how many there are? Oh my god. I didn't know there were that many.
Too many.
Like you need to do that video you did once where you watched Human Centipede and reacted to it.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh my god, you need to do more of those because that just cracked me up.
I have those attached to like subscriber goals. So once I get to 2K, I get to watch number 2, which I'm not looking forward to.
I like those movies, believe it or not. I have to say,
me too.
I like them. Your reactions to them were priceless. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I've heard like parts of 2. Like I know the scene with like the gas pedal, and I'm just really.
That's a bit much,
yeah, I'm not looking forward to it.
Well, let's go ahead and get this game started, and we'll see if we got some more people trickling in. So far on the roster, I have Josie and Neil. If anybody wants to jump in and participate, feel free. You can come in the last 5 minutes. You don't have to be here the entire time. You can be here for only 5 minutes. That's totally cool too. I'm going to go first, and then we'll go with Nick, then Lisa, then Dee. So I'm going to give out one clue at a time. You guys can type your responses, and if you haven't gotten it after a few replies, I'll go ahead and give you my second clue, and then we'll just go through the 5 clues that way. All right. So the first 2 movies I'll be talking about, that we'll all be talking about, will be worth 1 point. They're the easiest movies to guess. All right. So in this movie, all right, my first clue is the setting is clean and pristine, fit for a germaphobe. Can you guess the kill and movie based off that one tiny clue? The setting is clean and pristine, fit for a germaphobe. Fit for a germaphobe.
I'm writing down what I think it is and see if I get it at the end.
Okay. Okay. You can. I guess you could also put it into the chat. Because even though my guess,
someone else, we won't get a chance to have a guess then. So no. Sure. We can say at the end, can't we, what we think it is?
Yeah.
We get
do it that way. Yeah. All right. So Josie or Neil, we have no guesses yet. So I'm going to go on to the second clue. There is a lot of yelling on the phone in this particular scene / scenes, I guess.
Well, that's wrong then.
There is a lot of yelling on the phone, and the setting is clean and pristine, fit for a germaphobe.
Nicked.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Are we mentioning like decades, or is that just beforehand, or is it just anyone's guess?
Anyone's guess. Let's not narrow it down. I think after 5, we'll give the decade. We'll give the decade as the 6th one if it's not been guessed yet. Yeah. All right. We still have no guesses just yet. So I'm going to go ahead with my third clue, which is the victim is a racist and an elitist. He's a racist and he's an elitist.
I have an idea, but I don't think that's what we'll see.
Ooh, this must be one of the hard ones because I am not getting any guesses from nobody.
I haven't a bloody clue.
All right, players. Here's clue number 4. Critters begin to appear and multiply. Critters begin to appear and multiply. Oh, we got a guess. Interview with Kanye. Just I don't know what that means, but okay. I thought she was gonna say interview with the vampire, but no. Oh, Kanye. Poor. I don't want to say poor Kanye, but I guess he just
guess some crittery type films. You're bound to get it eventually.
Okay.
Even though I still don't know what it is.
This one's supposed to be easy. I know, my bad. I thought this might have been a pretty easy one.
Right, I've got a guess.
All right, the last clue for this, or the last, I guess, easy clue for this one is the victim's body and workspace is overtaken by the critters. Oh,
I guess there.
B-Man has come in with a guess. Slither, close but no cigar. American Psycho, close, not close at all. American Psycho, not one of those. Not an answer. So, not the answer. So clean and pristine setting, fit for a germaphobe. There's lots of yelling on the phone. The victim is a racist and elitist. Critters begin to appear and multiply, and the victim's body and workspace is overtaken by the critters. Oh, critters. Nope, I wouldn't have made it that easy.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay.
Don't be afraid of the dark. No, good guess. What's up, Gina? Welcome to the show. Welcome. Cat's Eye, not quite. Okay, so my sixth clue will be the decade. This is from the 80s. This is an 80s movie. And I'll give you another clue to go with that. It's part of an anthology. It's an anthology movie.
Oh, right, that's wrong as well then.
Gremlins is a good guess. Gremlins is a very good guess.
Has to be one of those like little people things, doesn't it? Like Ghoulies.
No little people type, like actual. Okay, critters could also be called pests. Pests.
Oh.
Okay, wait. Okay.
Pests that you don't want in your home. Pests you do not want to see in your home.
Was it based on a book?
Shoot.
No, I bet it's not. If you don't know right away, it won't be. Because the one I was thinking is like a book. My old New York
these pests they can survive any world disaster.
I know what the pests are, but I don't know what the movie is.
Got the answer.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and play the clip from Creep Show.
Ooh.
Let's see. Let me find it here. Scrolling and play. I'm sorry. Dee's reaction is just making me feel terrible. I just had to take off the screen. And I'm thinking there's so many other people probably feeling the same way. Let me not play the entire 3-minute and 40-second video.
Oh, no. We want to squirm.
Yeah. No, because see, the thing is for me, like I'm that's not even like my worst fear or anything. It's just that like compared to like, blood and guts and stabbings, it's just like a literally like a wave of
So yeah, at the end, the roaches end up under his skin, and then the room is cockroachless. But at the very, very end, they start protruding through his body, and it's just so perfect. Creepshow is definitely one of my favorites as a 7-8-year-old, and that was one of my favorite stories in that film. So good.
Yeah, once you said anthology, I was like, I have a feeling that because first I thought possibly Tales from the Hood with the racist bigot, and then the pest with the but that's not 80s, and then once I thought about it, I was like, oh, it's probably Creepshow.
Yeah. What was your last guess, Lisa?
Bloody hell. I started with Arachnophobia, and I got I can't even remember what the other one was.
That's 90s, isn't it?
That was before she said what decade it was.
Yeah, I was thinking Arachnophobia before.
When you were talking about Christine, I had Alien, like chest burster. Other than that, I hadn't. When you said cockroaches, I was thinking, I'm sure there's a story in Creepshow about cockroaches, but I was thinking about a movie, not an anthology. And
I should have said anthology, I guess, first, but I feel like that would have given it away too. So
yeah, it would have done immediately. I think. It would have made it too easy.
All right. Well, we've got Neil with 1 point. Congratulations, Neil. And we'll go ahead and move on to Nick's first easy movie. So, Nick, whenever you're ready, you can say your first.
Those are stepping on your toes. No, I'm just worried now that mine aren't easy as well.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine. Let's make them work for it. And then we'll come up with, our 6th, 7th, and 8th clues. The 6th one will be our decade. And then maybe the 7th one can just be extra easy, like name of the character or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, cool. All my clues are just describing the scenes themselves. So number 1 is a girl and a monster are fighting outside in the rain.
A girl and a monster are fighting outside in the rain. What's up, Tiago? Welcome. If you want to be added to the roster and play along, let me know in the chat and I'll add your name and keep your points in order. All right, say your clue one more time and let's do the second one.
A girl and a monster are fighting outside in the rain. That's clue number 1. And then clue number 2, the girl cuts off the monster's limbs.
Ooh.
I don't think I've seen this one. I think I would. No. What a nice name. What is it? Diego?
Tiago.
Tiago. What a nice name.
Yeah.
I know that's not completely relevant, but there you go.
Definitely check out his channel too. Anybody who's watching, check out
Yes.
Royal Horror's channel as well. He's got some awesome stuff on there. He does some awesome dances too to some K-pop stuff, and he's got it all. He's awesome.
Cool.
I shall have a wee check.
My third. Oh, should I go? Or should
No, I was gonna say
everyone
your
guesses?
third clue. Go ahead.
Okay, go. The girl gets trapped and has to 127 hours herself to escape.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good clue. 127. I love that movie. It's so damn good.
So if anyone just has to.
I know exactly what you mean by the clue, but I'm sure I haven't seen the movie. This makes you realise how few movies you've actually seen when you thought you had half decent knowledge. Like,
or it shows you just how many movies are out there, because I'm sure you've seen plenty of movies. You've seen tons of movies. There's just more that have been made.
Always, yes.
I hope this gets to number 7 because I have a great 7th clue, but we'll see if it gets there.
You've got 7 clues. Jesus.
Well, one came to my mind after I say decade. Number 4, the girl gets the upper hand on the monster and delivers a quippy one-liner.
Ooh. A quickie?
Oh, quippy.
Yeah. Quippy one line.
Quippy.
Yep, Brandon, I agree. Brandon says, I don't think I've seen it, but I need to now. I'm with you. I don't think I've seen it.
I feel like you guys might have seen it, but
it sounds very interesting.
You probably. Okay. I feel like you've seen it.
I feel like you have.
I think you've seen it.
Number 5, or should I go 5? Yeah.
Yep.
5, girl turns the monster into a zipper with a weapon. She turns the monster into a zipper with the weapon.
Yeah.
Opens her up like a zipper.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily not a zipper. She just opens her up like one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Splits the body down the middle.
She's
just like something.
You know it.
Oh, is this relatively recent?
Sure.
Yeah, I think I know what it is.
Oh.
Just to recap the clues, they're fighting outside in the rain. The girl cuts the monster's limbs off. The girl gets trapped and has to 127 hours herself to escape. She gets the upper hand and delivers a quippy one-liner, and then she turns the monster into a zipper with a weapon. Cuts it down the middle.
Oh, Josie! Woo! She got it.
Okay, yeah.
Boom, boom,
my 7th clue is that it's literally right behind my head. It's right there. So.
Very good. Evil Dead 2014, for those who are wondering. At the very end, this is the last kill of the movie. And it's bloody. It's just raining down blood. Are
you able to show it? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm supposed to show it. Let's show it.
Oh, no, I mean, can you? Are you able to on YouTube?
Hopefully, I don't get any backlash because I blurred as much as I could. So let's see.
Okay.
Woo! That is a really good kill. That's a really good remake too. It's one of the best remakes.
I figured that was the newest one. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
It was tough to pick just one from there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good kills.
There really are.
I remember reading the parental guide for that one when it came out. I was like,
good stuff.
That was awesome.
All right, Neil, thank you for participating. I've got your 1 point right now, but if you can come back later, we'll go ahead and keep adding to it. I appreciate you for being here. Yes. Have a good rest of your night if I don't see you. All right, let's move on to the next movie. Lisa is next. Go ahead with your first movie.
I think this is going to be ridiculously easy. Okay, so my first clue is a nurse and her patient are having a moment alone.
Ooh, a nurse and her patient are having a moment alone.
Movie Massacre's in the house.
Woo! Hey. Movie Massacre. Thanks for stopping in.
Who really enjoyed Halloween Kills. Sorry, Halloween Ends, might I add.
He did?
You loved it, yeah?
Oh, okay. I think that's the first one that I've heard so far. I haven't seen everybody, but I've seen a few, and that's the first positive review so far. Let me know.
I've heard quite a few.
Yeah. let me know, Massacre, if you want to be added to the roster, and I will add you to the roster. That way you can start collecting points for the horror mystery box. It's about a 10 by 10 box full of a bunch of goodies that I don't even know.
It's awesome.
There. If you guys want, at some point, I could open it if you want to see an item or two, or just leave it completely a mystery. Let's see.
Even if you're only here for a bit, you could still accrue enough points to win.
Exactly. If you're only here for 10 minutes, you could still possibly win.
I don't think you need to be here for the whole time.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay, we'll go into clue number 2, should we? It's not Halloween 2, Movie Massacre.
Okay, that was his guess. Gotcha.
No.
The patient has just completed a big favor for his nurse.
Ooh, that's a good clue. The patient has just finished a big favor, completed a big favor for the nurse. For the nurse, which is interesting. Any guesses out there? Any guesses out there? All right, Massacre, I will add you, my friend.
Hey, my duck. I wonder if they're having some Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire tea.
Yeah, Movie Massacre's from Yorkshire. So's my husband.
Oh.
Hey up means hello, how are you? Hey up. Right, so I'll do clue number 3 is the nurse is forced to eat her patient's words.
Oh,
somebody's got it.
Oh, Josie, what the hell? How the hell you do that?
Well done.
That is good. And I love Misery. I would not have thought that.
It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Eat the words clues. Such a good clue.
Josie is kicking ass tonight.
Okay, Josie. You better get it. So far, we have Josie with 2, Neil with 1, and Movie Massacre with 0 because he hasn't been here long enough to get a point yet. So Josie is in the lead. And if you want an extra point added to your final score, make sure you share this video on your social media, but be sure to tag me. That way I know you shared it. That way I can add your points to your final score at the end or when the live is over, since I can't really check my social media right now. So very good, very good. All right, let's go ahead and play that clip right quick. Scrolling, and where are ya?
Hiding from you.
Man, do I need to go farther? My apologies for the dead air.
Yep, Shaggers.
You're good. I was going to ask Lisa, is that your favorite? Well, is this your favorite scene or the hobbling?
I prefer the end to the. I love the hobbling, obviously, but I prefer that. I just love the fact that he uses the book, to like shove in her mouth. It's horrible. I love Annie Wilkes. Annie Wilkes is like my hero, but I just love this movie. Absolutely adore it, and the fact that she bangs her head on the like statue of the pig Misery at the end. Love it.
Yeah,
I'm obviously a bit sick. There's something wrong with me.
I really love the way how it opens with him driving, and it starts with the song "Shotgun," which is like a completely different vibe with the rest of the movie. Mm-hmm. Of course, I grew up.
It's just beautiful. It's wonderful. I love it. The soundtrack is just incredible as well.
Yeah, it is.
I shall shut up now. Sorry.
No, please keep going because I've got
it's
uploading right now. I guess I missed this little upload. So wait, here it goes. Ready and go.
Remember how for all those years nobody knew who Misery's real father was? Or if they'd ever be reunited? It's all right here. Does she finally marry Ian or will it be Winthorne? It's all right here.
Paul, you can't!
Why not? I learned it from you.
No, not Misery! No, not my Misery! sick, twisted fuck!
Yay!
Love it. Love it.
Oh my gosh, that's sick, twisted. That is my perfect.
Yes, indeed. Hello, Joan Venice. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Hello. And Movie Massacre had an interesting question for you. Unless he deleted it, he might have deleted it. No, he said, "Are you sacrificing virgins tonight, Lisa?"
Am I sacrificing virgins? I doubt I could find one to sacrifice, to be honest with you.
I don't know why I don't see it on this end, unless it's just at the bottom. Joan, if you want to join in on the game, just let me know in the comment section. I'll go ahead and add you to the roster. You can play for as long as you want, you know, for as little or as, you know, for a lot of time as you want. It doesn't have to, you don't have to be here for the entire time. So just let me know if you want to participate. And you can go ahead and throw your guesses into the chat. And you are so right, Josie. Kathy Bates is awesome in everything. I've loved her, you know, and everything she's done, especially, you know, lately, American Horror Story.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Hell yes. Let's see what else we've got going on in the chat. Not sure what this means. I can't say shaga. But they think I'm being naughty.
People in Yorkshire like just call each other Shagga. Hey up, Shagga.
Okay. Learn something new every day. No apologies needed reason / Ricky agent. No problem. Glad to see you here. If you want to be added to the roster, just let me know in the chat and we can go ahead and start guessing. I want to make sure I keep everybody's points here on this spreadsheet. So just let me know and I'll add your name. Yes, they were both amazing in Misery. Boo laws. What you mean, man? What you mean?
Josie said policy violation. What? Did something come up on the screen about something that shouldn't have been played or something?
Oh, what happened?
Josie has said policy violation. What? And then Brandon has said boo laws. So I don't know if something has happened. Let us know if it has. Have we stopped broadcasting? Is that what it is?
Yeah, is everybody still seeing us?
Yeah. Oh, I still see it on my phone.
Yeah, it's still on YouTube. I don't know what that means. Somebody has written
not
that
much cussing or something, but I've seen people cussing plenty on their streams and not getting, you know,
right. It's been stopped because Movie Massacre saying, is it possibly to start on your channel?
Oh, Brandon said I'm back now. They cut me off completely. Interesting. Because you'll see that the clips are kind of choppy because I'm cutting them up for copyright reasons. So I'm hoping it's not for copyright. But I meticulously edited these clips to make sure that didn't happen like I do normally for my reviews. So that's interesting. I don't know why.
Yeah, I remember watching the Cinema Squad stream about I think it was, what the hell is that? I'm getting
the Oscars, the rubber duckies.
Yeah, and that he's going to tell me it's gone off. Sorry. Are you going to tell me the stream is cut? Or is calling me? My husband's obviously watching it upstairs in bed.
Yeah.
And he hung up when I answered it.
Oh, you know, I guess maybe it was pretty long. That could be it. Josie's, you know, pointing that out.
I don't think people will mind if you don't show the full clips.
Sure.
To be honest, I don't think that, because most people will know, won't they?
I should have just made them shorter instead of leading up to the kill. I should have just only edited the kill part. But maybe I'll just show like at least 30 to 40 seconds, even if the kill's not already there. Because some of these are kind of long, but we'll work through it, I guess.
It's Kathy freaking Bates, exactly. It is. But the best female like character. We need more good female horror characters. Very few exist.
I agree.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get Dee's first movie in. Whenever you're ready, say your first clue for your first movie.
Let's see. My first clue, it involves a lot of glass. A lot of glass. And a lot of windows.
Glass and windows.
Like a multi.
Kathy freaking Bates. All right, we don't have any guesses just yet. Glass and windows. Let's go with clue number 2.
Okay. This involves a character that is trying to retrieve some money and go about his business.
You've got a guess of Glass House?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
That's a good one, but no.
Oh my God, Josie.
Oh, good one.
Fire, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Glass, yeah.
This girl is on
She's
fire.
a horror movie fan, man. She's a patron for a reason, man. She knows her stuff.
I'm glad mine was easy at least.
Amazing. I love that film, and I didn't know that at that stage.
As soon as you said glass, I was like, yeah. 13 guests. It's all glass.
Let's see. Okay, just to make sure, I have Josie, Movie Massacre, and then Neil is here. Do I need to add anybody else? Joan, do I need to add you? Brandon, unfortunately, he cannot participate since he's the executive producer of the show.
He is. Movie Massacre completely on fire, indeed.
Josie is most definitely on fire. She says, "Sweet baby Jesus." Yes, ma'am, you go. What you drinking over there? You never answered.
Yeah.
What cocktail?
Send some of it over this way, please, whatever it is. My brain's just switched off. I love that movie, and I didn't get that.
Very good. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the next movie here. Let me pull up my clues. All right. This is another easy one. This is my last easy one. After this, we're going to move on to the medium hard ones. We all got one more easy. So my first clue. Oh, sorry. I didn't play the clip. Let me go back to 13 Ghosts real quick. And this one is pretty short, so hopefully we don't get any crap from...
If you get any delay, just don't worry about playing the clips, because I think people have seen... Just don't get yourself demonetized for playing clips.
Yeah, because I was thinking if I do get demonetized, I can also edit the video in post and take that out.
Vodka, grapefruit juice, blueberry... Oh.
It happens.
Wait, what?
I won't do it after this time. We'll see. We'll see how this one goes. It's fairly short. Let's see. Dang it.
That was real short.
Dang it. Oh yeah, and this one, sorry, this one didn't have sound. I couldn't find a clip on YouTube that allowed me to snatch it. So I had to just lay over some epidemic music over it. So that's why it sounds the way it does. Okay. Woo, I'll let it go that far.
I thought I had more time.
Oh.
What we're doing?
Yeah, I know you like some guitar, Lisa. What'd you say?
Guitar.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. So movie number 2, round 2. So my next movie, oh my gosh. I just went unavailable again. Okay, I'm not going to show any more clips.
Okay, no problem.
I'm going to wait till the stream comes back.
I think any horror fans
yeah.
in these clips, so I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Yeah, I got it going live. Stream ended for policy violations.
Is it back on again? Somebody said, "Oh no, again."
I'll wait. I'll tell you if it goes back up.
Crapola.
Did I say? Maybe I said too many swear words.
No, they won't kick you off for swear words.
I got demonetized today for my review. Not demonetized. I didn't get a strike.
You won't get kicked off a live stream for swearing. God knows I've sweared enough on plenty. Damn it, it's happened again.
I spent all that time on all these clips for nothing.
What a pain in the bum.
Oh well, I should have. I mean, I had a feeling. Come back. Please don't make me have to restart this, because I do not want to restart it, because I don't want it to have two different clips, or two different videos.
Stream unavailable. Stream suspended for policy violation.
Poop.
Because I'm wondering what made it come back the last time.
Maybe it's like a one strike thing. I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh man.
I would start another one because everyone knows it's on your channel, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Let me open up StreamYard real quick. Another, window of it.
Utter bastards.
Create.
It's real interesting to me because I see all kinds of streams that have all kinds of stuff going and all kinds of channels that do all kinds of stuff. And I don't.
Oh, it's back.
It's back. Okay, good. I lost 4 people. Well, that's okay.
I just saw myself taking a sip of wine.
Okay, well, sorry, folks. I'm not going to be able to show any more clips because YouTube is, being a hater.
Absolutely.
Thank you for sticking around, through the BS. I appreciate you, not leaving. So we're just going to go ahead and keep playing without the clips. So the next movie is going to be from me. The first clue is just a kid chilling in his room. Just a kid chilling in his room.
And I was gonna say after, I guess whenever we say, I guess whoever figures out what it is, you can go into detail as far as what it is. And
we'll create the picture and the visual for you.
We could act it out. We could just nominate someone.
Are we back again?
Yes. All right. So clue number 2. Clue number 1, just a kid chilling in his room. Number 2, multitasking at its finest. That was kind of a troll clue, but it is what it is. Multitasking at its finest.
Hang on a minute. What have I missed?
What?
Haters. What's going on?
Oh, I called YouTube a bunch of haters.
All right. I think I got my internet connection went funny then.
You weren't around present time for a minute?
All right. I don't know what's going on then. So what was the first and second clue?
Oh, yeah. So my second movie, my first clue is just a kid chilling in his room. Second clue is multitasking at its finest.
Okay.
Rainbow's back. Tell a friend.
Blessings back. I love Eminem.
Right. Clue number 3, folks, is the victim's friend tried to warn him over the phone. The victim's friend tried to warn him over the phone.
Nope.
Nada. Come on, Josie. I know you're waiting for this facts. All right. Question number 4, or clue number 4. The victim is sucked in. Oh, Neil got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
that was a good guess, B-Man. It was a good guess. But Neil, he is back and he's ready.
Oh, we're 3-2. 3-2.
Once you said the phone, I was like, maybe. And then once you said sucked, I was like, oh yeah. That's it.
Yeah. It's all about that getting sucked in.
So
Can I ask?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just say, can I hear what the clues would have been? I'm just curious, what
the rest of them.
I just yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear what,
and then my last one was a gush of blood spills on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
No, Neil, you're not too far behind Josie. You've got 2. Josie has 3. So y'all are pretty neck and neck. So you haven't missed too much. And we've got Movie Massacre on the board. Well, he's not on the board, but he's on the roster. He's about to get a point here very soon.
So, can you paint the picture for us and tell us why you love that kill so much?
Yeah. So this happened to me a lot as a kid. It still happens to me sometimes as an adult. But you know when you kind of like are on the verge of like falling asleep but still being awake, and you have like that whole body sensation of just like falling off of a bed or a roof or something. I don't even know, but
Yes.
you're completely flat and you're just chilling, nothing's happening, but you just get that sensation, or like a baseball being thrown at your face and you just kind of like move that way. And yeah, and as a kid watching that just was a manifestation of that thing that I always felt and hated, and it actually ended up what my fear would be, that feeling ending up as, you know. So that just always stuck with me. And the blood, though, always to me, even as a kid, seemed a bit ridiculous, because I'm like, there's no way Johnny Depp has that much blood in his body. You know what I mean? But it was just a visual representation of he is completely obliterated. It's like he almost went into space. You know, it's kind of like a galaxy or going into like a black hole. You just get sucked in and you just get ripped apart instantly, and then you just don't exist anymore, basically, or your energy has just been spread. But yeah, it just always stuck with me.
I was very upset about that as a teenager. I think I was a teenager when that came out. I was very upset at the really nice looking boy being brutally murdered. Very upset about that.
And his little midriff, his little belly showing.
No. Have you seen? I know this has nothing to do with the quiz. He's shaved. Have you seen Johnny Depp since he's had a shave?
Not since court.
No. It's not good. Please go back, Johnny. Please.
He's got a soft jawline now.
It's not. I don't know what it is. He looks like, I don't know. He looks like someone that should be on Skid Row drinking too much and living in a cardboard box. Horrible thing to say, but no.
He's probably just drinking way too much wine, doing all his drugs that they were talking about in court, you know.
I'm not surprised, to be fair.
He was out, you know, when they gave the ruling, you know, he was out there already performing. So he's living the rock star life, you know.
Bring back the beard, Johnny. Bring back the beard. That's all I've got to say.
You can never go wrong with a beard.
Yep.
There's plenty of beardage here, even mine. Look.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. All right. Well, let's move on to Nick's number 2 movie. Go ahead with your first clue.
Right, Nick, we're waiting for your number 2.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
I love a good poop joke. All right. First clue. A group of bullies pull a liquid-based prank on the main characters. Liquid centered.
Oh yeah.
That'd be vague.
Wait, say that one again.
Okay, a group of bullies pull a liquid-based prank on the main characters. Okay. Something to do with liquid.
If that's it, Josie, you're a genius.
No, almost. Close enough to that.
That's a good. Okay. Yeah, okay.
That clue fits that perfectly, so that was awesome.
Very close.
It actually has nothing to do with the kill. Or like the. Anyway, sorry. All right. Gave it away. The number 2. These bullies are yelled at by an authority figure.
That sounds like
good guess. Movie Massacre. No, but I love Top Cook Adventure.
Nope. I've got nothing.
Number 3, afterwards, the leader of the bullies skips a baseball game to have some private time.
That still almost sounds like it.
It's close. Getting very
bullies, that's good. So they pull a prank on the main characters, they're yelled at, and the leader of the bullies has some private time. While doing his private business, the bully is trapped in a confined space.
Okay.
So
say that again, Nick.
This main bully is trapped in a confined space while he's doing his private business.
Doing his private business in a confined space. Okay.
This one's hard because I had to be super vague, because if I say any of the words, it's like
private business. My mind's only going one place. I have to be honest.
Here.
Okay.
There. Okay, and this main bully is killed by someone not using a weapon or any physical force.
Oh.
Maybe I went too vague, but
No.
we'll see. So they're trapped in this confined space doing their private business, and they're killed by the killer. And the killer doesn't use any physical force or any weapon. They use something else.
Lisa, I think you definitely know this one.
I probably do. I'm just not very bright.
It's a classic.
Come on, Josie, tell us what it is. So someone's in a little room doing his business, and my mind's just going to horrible places, and someone kills him without touching it.
I actually hadn't seen this one up until like a year ago. I saw it about a year ago for the first time.
Oh, what?
Decade?
Yeah, sure. This is an 80s film.
Okay.
I figured, yeah.
I don't know if that helps too much. What else?
Is it one of the ones that DeRay dropped at the beginning before we went on air?
Oh, well, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because I haven't seen that one, so I think I know what it might be.
Oh, okay.
This involves, much like the Kill from Creepshow, it involves an insect. That's why there's no physical force or any weapon. So they're trapped in a space and they get killed by insects.
Oh, Josie is so freaking close. It's not even funny.
Baseball is sticking out to me.
Yeah. Still okay. I'll just. The confined space is a bathroom stall.
And then we can say what the insect is, probably. Or something else that's that's obvious as well. It's less.
They're in a bathroom. They're in a bathroom stall, and the insect is bees. It's a beehive.
Oh, is it?
They get stunned to death.
Well, there's only one I know with bees, but it's probably too obvious for it to be that one. Is it like one that's really associated with bees?
It's not It's not Wicker Man. If that helps.
Oh, the bees! The bees!
I wish it was. Yeah.
If you're in the chat and you're just joining us, let me know if you want to be added to the roster. So far, we've got a few people making some guesses here. We still have a lot of points to be earned for this mystery box here. It's a 10-inch by 10-inch, maybe a foot box full of stuff that I don't even know, but it's got a whole bunch of crap. Josie, you are very close with Candyman, man.
I would have guessed that too. That was the only thing.
But the 80s.
But the bees are only confined. Oh yeah, the 80s. But it is confined to just this one scene in this movie.
It's Canadian. It's 80s.
He's got it.
Okay, yeah.
It is that one that I haven't seen, so yes.
So Neil and Josie are tied with 3-3. Y'all better.
So would you recommend I watch Sleepaway Camp, Nick?
Oh my god, it's like it's not my favorite movie, but it's my favorite movie. I love Sleepaway. It's so good.
Right.
I've seen it like 30 times.
I shall add that to my collection. I shall do it right now. I'll add it to my list.
And once you watch it, you should watch like the behind the scenes because like they filmed it in fall because it was cheaper to get the summer camp when it's not in summer season. So they spray painted all the Leafs green because it was Canada. It was like cold. They were like in shorts in like October where it's freezing cold. They're spray painting the leaves to make it look like summer. It's a beautiful movie. I love Sleepaway Camp.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful movie.
It's a work of art. It's it's the peak of cinema.
Shut up, Nick.
Movie Massacre.
It's so good. What? Oh my god! I'll mail you my copy with grand piano.
Never seen it. Movie Massacre's never seen it either.
Watch number 2 too.
I have no excuse. I'm old, so you know what I mean. I need to get this scene.
All right. So Lisa's last easy movie.
Okay. Right. Okay. Clue number 1. 2 friends are enjoying a holiday together.
2 friends enjoying a holiday together. Come on, Josie. You should know it by now.
I've made this too easy. I think you're going to get it on clue number 2.
Yeah, same here. Movie Massacre with Sleepaway Camp. I think that's probably why I watched that movie was because of the.
I don't know the ending. Don't tell me.
Don't say anything.
Can you watch it tonight? Like, I want to hear what you think about it. You've never seen the ending?
Watch Possessor tonight and Sleepaway Camp. Lisa.
Double header, come on.
It's already 2 in the morning. I doubt I'm watching anything tonight. Right, the holiday was scary. It was terrible. No, it's not that.
Clue number 2.
Number 2, they take a moonlit stroll together.
Moonlit stroll.
I got it.
My husband says you shouldn't have put the word moonlit in. That'll give it away. I'll give you a few seconds to see if anyone comes up with it. So two friends are together having a holiday and they take a moonlit stroll together.
I wonder if the location would have given it away too, like the country.
Oh,
That's
Neil. He knows what's up. Yeah, the moonlight was probably a bit. That's okay.
Don't say moonlight. That'll give it away. So I had, should we say what we did have in case? I had, one of the friends has a clumsy fall and is helped up by the other. An eerie mist descends on the moors, and one of the friends is jumped on and knocked to the ground whilst the other runs for his life. That was the clues.
Oh, Josie was right behind Neil. Dang it. Neil has pulled out in front with 4 and Josie with 3. Everybody? Yeah, go ahead. That's okay. Yeah. Everybody, you still have a chance to win because after this second round, the movies are going to be worth now 2 points for the next 2 rounds. And the last round, they'll be worth 3 points. So it's still anybody's game.
So very, very 4 to Neil and 3 to Josie.
Yes. All right. Let's go ahead and move it along to D. Let's go to your last easy guess. Movie.
Yes. It involves a beautiful social gathering.
Okay.
Beautiful social gathering.
Beautiful.
Spelling does not count, my friend. You can as long as I can figure it out based on what you type, you good. Just put it in first. You good. And again, if you want to get an extra point added to your final score, share this video on your social media and tag me. That way when the stream is done, I can go back and check my social media and add those points to your final score. All right, let's go with clue number 2.
You've got a guess.
Oh, shit. Neil, I'm gonna need you to calm down over there. He's over here. Hot. Pulling out with 5 already. Ghost ship is correct.
Is it that? Oh my god!
What were your other
where they cut everyone in half with the wire? Yes. That's awesome.
Yes, I had to go with that one as one of my favorites because I will never forget. I love Dark Castle horror movies in general, and they kind of shaped my kind of I want to say middle school, high school experience with horror. And I would say with Ghost Ship, I didn't really know what to expect, and I remember thinking I had put in the wrong movie because it opens with the ghost ship is in pink lettering, and then it's this ocean liner, and I was just like I'm a little confused. And then all of a sudden we get the wire, and I was like, oh, that's what we're doing. Okay, yeah,
it's so very impressive.
Yes, it was so brutal, and it's such a crazy way to open up the film.
It's brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Neil, you are on fire.
Sure is.
I love that film. I love that kill, but I wouldn't have got that from that first clue.
Yeah.
You know what's funny too is that the director, I'm forgetting his name, but I have it written down here. Those were the only 2 movies he directed. Steve Beck, he directed 13 Ghosts and Ghost Ship, and then he was done.
Oh my god. Now, I'm terrible at knowing who directs what. I'm terrible at it, I will admit it, but I love those 2 movies.
I actually loved 13 Ghosts as a kid, but then I recently reviewed, not really recently, but I guess in my first year, I reviewed House on Haunted Hill, which got me to revisit, 13 Ghosts, and then I saw Ghost Ship. I'm pretty sure it was my first time watching Ghost Ship, but 13 Ghosts kind of like was a different experience for me as an adult. Unfortunately, I still appreciated the gore and the story behind it, but there was just something about it that was just kind of like, I needed a little bit of tweaking. And then Ghost Ship, I just loved the atmosphere, and I loved how it was a ship and it was a different type of ghost story. But that first scene for me was probably the best part of the movie. But then I also do love when they go back at the end to how it all happened. And I just wish we were back in time when the ship had its, event go down. I wish we were in that time a little bit longer than that little bit of time at the end,
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Neil has only seen that film once and he got the answer.
That's great. Well, that opening scene, it was one of the reasons why I went ahead and watched it too, because it's like, oh, the greatest scene ever, and it was,
It's iconic, isn't it? Yeah.
It was like the climax was at the beginning, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's kind of like the opposite of audition. It's like you start out with the stuff and then you don't really get as much, and then with you don't start out with it and you just get a little bit at the end.
Exactly. That's why I just love going into things completely blind. Like, I'll watch things because people have said one thing or the other, but my favorite times are when I go into something not knowing anything because I have zero expectation, no trailers, no reviews, nothing, so yeah.
That's how I was with hatching. That's what we're gonna say. Hatching, I didn't know anything. I was like, there's an egg, and then I wasn't prepared for anything else that happened.
I heard it was just gross. Like, oh, it was just so gross and so good. I was like, gross and good. I've got to see this. That's all I knew going into it was gross and just spectacular. So
did you put both of us on Hatching? Because I watched it after your review, I think, and I went in like completely blank.
No, actually, I remember when they had it at the Sundance Film Festival.
Okay, yeah. I think I just put you on it, Nick. Yeah.
Hatching.
I loved it.
So good.
I loved Hatching.
Ugh. I just want to rewatch that for the first time over and over. It's so good.
Yeah. That's going to be on my end of the year, probably. My list at the end, probably.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, damn. That's fallen off. I like Josie's last few comments. It is am I right? Her name's Josie?
Yep, Josie. Yeah. Yep.
Titanic was a horror movie. It was.
She could have moved over in Titanic.
She murdered Jack because she could have moved over on that little board. She could have fit probably 5 people on that thing she was lying on at the end.
That's just bad directing, to be honest with you. That's just terrible directing. He chose that big old piece of wood and made her the freaking villain of the movie when she wasn't supposed to be. You should have just had her on a freaking log or something, Come on.
Sneaky murderer. Sneaky.
All right. So that was Dee's last easy one. So now we're moving on to the medium difficulty. So these are going to all be worth 2 points. So before I forget, let me just color code this real quick. So now we're moving on.
You're not drinking anything alcohol at the moment, are I?
I am. I'm drinking some vino.
And you're still keeping track of what's going on. Good for you.
I'm drinking very slowly. Very slowly.
Oh, dear me. Right.
Okay, so round 3. Let me pull up my movie clues. All right. So my first clue is the victim wakes up in a chair. The victim wakes up in a chair. Josie, you better get some more of that alcoholic drink. That's why you falling behind. You done run out. You need to smoke.
Right. Neil has guessed Saw.
Oh my gosh.
Is that it?
That's pretty much.
Wait. You have to tell me which Saw.
Oh.
So you got Saw, but I need to know which freaking Saw.
Right, come on, Josie and Neil, which Saw? Which Saw? Quickly, whoever types the number first wins.
So I'm going to go through the clues fast since we already got the franchise. Who said 2?
Josie.
Dang it.
Josie said it first.
Yeah, it shows her first for mine.
Dang it. You're right, Josie. So the rest of the clues were he looks in the mirror and is frightened by what he sees. You'll get okay, so Josie, you're going to get 2 points, but if you can tell me the kill, anybody else can get 1 point if you tell me what the kill is, okay? He looks in the mirror and is frightened by what he sees. He receives a disturbing message. He must now make a decision. Because the victim is unable to retrieve the key, he dies. So if you can tell me exactly the predicament that he's in,
Jaws?
you'll get an extra point. But Neil, you get 2 points, period. Or not Neil, sorry. Josie, you'll get 2 points. But anybody who can tell me what the kill is, Josie, you can get an extra point if you tell me what the predicament is.
Oh my gosh. I just thought something next time.
Golden Pond. No. What's up, Frame?
Right, frame 34, just for everyone's knowledge, is my husband thinking he's being amusing.
What's up, husband?
Josie has said, is it Jaws? Does she mean like the bear trap?
That's what I was thinking.
It's very close. This one is very similar to the actual answer, which is what Neil got. He had to get the key out from under his eyeball to unlock his thing that was like
that is a bear trap, isn't it?
But she was very freaking close. Very good. And Movie Massacre. You also had it. You were very close. So yeah, there were numbers all on the wall that contained the combination code to unlock the thing, or he could have taken the key out from behind his eyeball.
Yes, I remember. Oh, that was horrible, wasn't it?
Yes, so good. Okay, so Neil, you also got the key, so I'm going to give you an extra point for that. So give me a second here while I make a note of that.
So Neil's on 5 and Josie's on... Sorry, Neil's on 6 and Josie's on 5.
So 3, 4, 5, 6. You're correct with 6. Yes. I'm sorry. Hold on. I wrote that. Hold on. So 2. I wrote that under Josie by accident. So Neil has 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Josie has 3. I'm sorry. No, Josie. God,
Josie has 5.
You're right. Josie has 5.
And Neil has 6.
Neil has 6. Thank you, Lisa. You are a real one. Thank you so much.
Believe it or not, I've actually written something down.
You're the best. You're the best.
And I've had lots of gin, so that's quite a surprise.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking Gordon's gin, and it's empty, so I'm quite distressed.
Okay. I wish I was drinking something better. I was planning to make a cocktail, and anyway. Yeah.
All right.
If we have like a break, I have some tequila upstairs, but
you can go whenever you want. If you need to turn off your camera or just leave your camera on.
Well, I've been I was troubleshooting my thing. I'm up in the top right corner for the last 2 minutes, but we're good now. Is it my turn though? Isn't it my clue?
Yes, I just did. Okay. All right, so yeah, do your first medium difficulty.
Okay. A guy gets into a fight with his girlfriend. Pretty standard horror movie event. The guy goes for a midnight drive to clear his head.
I've had both of them. Frame 34. I think I've drunk all the alcohol in the house. Sorry. So a guy goes.
Guesses?
He drives to clear his head. Did you say?
Yeah, he gets in a fight with his girlfriend after she cheats on him.
Oh, right. Okay.
And he goes for a midnight drive to clear his head.
Oh, Jay Simpson.
Jay Simpson.
Oh, Davey. Nightmare on Elm Street 4?
Not
He drives on the freeway in a white Bronco.
Oh, right. I'm just going to move for 2 seconds.
I'm just kidding. That's no Jay Simpson. No, that's not Jay Simpson. The guy spots something in the road ahead. Not in a white Bronco, though. It's not O.J. Simpson.
It's a sad state of affairs when your husband tells you on a chat that there's alcohol by the kettle in the kitchen, isn't it?
I was wondering. I was like, are they talking to Nick because there's a bottle of gin behind him or something?
Is it?
There's white rum by the kettle. There is indeed, and I've now got it.
All right.
So he gets in a fight, goes on a midnight drive, spots something in the road ahead. The guy gets out of his car to check on the someone or something.
Is this very recent? Is this recent, Nick? Is it
Can I say?
is it in the like 20 somethings or is it before that?
I mean, I'm trying to be vague because it might be in.
Clue number 6 is decade.
Yeah. It's
Josie knows it.
it's-
She knows it. Give her a minute.
You got it, Josie.
Come on, catch up. Catch up.
Should I give her? I'll give her 5 seconds.
Yeah, no, give
Okay.
her
Go
a
ahead
minute.
and say the next clue. It's okay.
Okay, for his troubles, this guy gets brutally decapitated.
Ooh.
Brutally decapitated. I guess no clip, but
Everybody
It's good
thinks it's OJ.
Won't get out.
I mean, I don't think he got decapitated yet, but
Guy has an argument with his girlfriend and gets decapitated.
Decapitated?
not by the girlfriend. Well, yeah, no, okay, well, okay, that's kind of okay.
A total decapitation?
It's like an 80% decapitation. Okay, maybe I should be more clear.
Yeah.
It's not it's a stabbing that stabs so brutally it becomes a decapitation in one shot. You can see that his neck's mostly gone.
Oh.
An 80% decapitation.
Right. I don't think I've seen this, but if I haven't, I want to see this. I've no.
I think I saw you review this one.
Oh shit!
I think you've seen this.
Terrible.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Right. I'm waiting for the decade clue.
The decade is this decade.
Was that 5?
Yeah, it was 5.
Okay.
This decade.
This
Oh.
decade. It's not a Halloween. No, I can't even say that. It's not a Halloween movie, though, is it? No.
Come on, Neil. What's up?
I feel like I want to clarify again. It is a stabbing, but the person gets stabbed so much that they actually end up losing like 80. You can see in one shot like their necks barely hanging on.
Ooh.
They get stabbed so many times.
Because even I know this.
I've just come to the conclusion that my memory's terrible for anything to do with quizzes, so thank God I'm not on the other side of this.
Yeah.
One more clue.
Yep.
There's about or should I do another clue?
Yeah.
There's about like a 60 to 70 year age difference between victim and killer.
I think Dee knows it. I can feel it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. As soon as he
He's
said,
known it for the past few clues. I could tell by his face.
yeah.
60 to 70 year age. The Darkness.
Close.
The Darkness. I haven't even seen The Darkness.
Oh, Bloodbath and Beyond. What's going down? What's up? Thank you for popping into my live. Hello. Yes, this is definitely gnarly AF. This is one of the gnarlier kills on this whole entire list of this whole game.
Oh no, my memory's just too bad.
Speaking of the age difference, the killer is the one that's 60 to 70 years older.
Is it
Yeah.
very recent? Really?
Very recent. This year recent.
This year? Oh,
Right,
Jeepers
no,
Creepers,
it's not that.
quite.
Rich.
Not quite high tension either.
This
Y'all
year.
are horror folks. Y'all.
2022. 2022.
I guarantee most of you have seen this. Anyone that's in the chat, like it's one of the bigger horror movies this year.
Not
Is
wrong.
it like is the original movie? Is it like a franchise where something was done back in the 70s?
No, this is. Sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
No. It's
No, but it's not
well,
that.
it's turning. Okay,
That's
another
what I
clue.
thought, Neil. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's what I thought. That's
It's
why I
turning
asked.
into a franchise. There's going to be
Right.
3 movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's up to interpretation because technically, yeah.
A third
So
movie is in
there's only one.
pre-production currently for this franchise.
Diana, what are you talking about,
There's
Diana?
been 2 of this movie this year.
So did you say there were 2 movies this year?
There's
or
There's
one?
2 in this franchise this year, and this is the first one.
Oh, right,
The third one is
okay,
in
right.
Production. The third film is in pre-production. Oh, close. Oh my God.
It is.
Close. No.
Close.
Dang it, Lisa.
Someone type it.
I'm gonna say
I
it.
haven't seen Pearl yet.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hey.
Right, Lisa needs to drink less alcohol, clearly.
All right, that was a 2-pointer. Very good, Neil. All right, yeah. So
I love that film, and I don't even remember that.
more. Talk about how. Yeah, talk about it.
Talk about describe it, act it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the kill. It's the kill where after Jenna Ortega wants to be in the porno, the cinematographer gets mad, has a shower.
Boyfriend, because like they're
Her
supposed to be
boyfriend.
behind the scenes, and she's like,
Yeah.
no, I want to be like homegirl.
Yep.
And then he goes for a drive. Pearl stops in his headlights. She comes on to him. He rebuffs her. And feeling scorned, she stabs him so many times in the neck. It sprays on the headlights, turning the entire scene red. And then it decapitates him. Basically.
I love
Mostly.
that film.
It's like hanging on by a thread.
Is Pearl any good? Has anyone seen it?
I'm so
really
excited to see it.
I liked Pearl a lot.
I think
I liked it.
Yeah, I actually personally I preferred it a little bit more to X, but that's just because of my expectations, and it kind of.
No, I do too.
Yeah,
I like Pearl better too.
Laughing when the guy was crying in the shower. What bit's that? I couldn't stop laughing when the guy was crying.
It was after they were arguing, and then he's crying in the shower because she participated in the adult film.
All right. Yes.
And the third film that's in pre-production right now is Maxine, the final girl of X. So I'm super excited to see both of those, Pearl and X, or Maxine.
Ireland gets everything so much slower than everyone else's. Crap. Still haven't seen Pearl.
No, Josie, you're not tanking. You're in second place, and it's still anybody's game. We've still got lots of medium difficulty movies to do. We've only done 2 so far, and then the last round will be worth 3 points. So if you're in the chat, if you're guessing movies, I'm going to go ahead and add you to the roster. And at the end of the game, we'll see who has the most points to get an extra point added to your final score. Share this video out onto social media and tag me. That way I know you shared the video, and that'll get you 1 extra point. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next movie, which will be from Lisa. Yes. So go ahead and give your first medium difficulty movie.
Okay, so clue number 1 is a group of people are hiding in an underground bunker. Josie needs Dexter to fetch her a drink in a bottle of soup. You mean Dexter as in serial killer Dexter? I agree.
I know. She probably did name him after that, Dexter. I bet she did.
Star Trek, Search for Spock. I'm still doing better than Movie Massacre. I have no idea what that means.
Oh, we got to guess. It's not Cloverfield.
It's not 10 Cloverfield Lane. Let's go on to clue number 2. Is a single syllable vigilante is intent on revenge.
Ooh, single syllable. I like that.
So we're all underground, and someone that's name has got 1 syllable is intent on revenge.
Go ahead, Neil. Woo!
Oh my God! Well done, Jesus.
Good. Oh, Josie said I was gonna say that.
It's mine just too easy. I had a military employee flees the gun-wielding assailant, trailing blood. He tries several knobs. That was meant to be my joke. He tries several knobs to no avail before choosing the wrong tour, and a final salute from his pursuer leaves him half the man he used to be. Yes.
That was a pretty satisfying kill because of just how annoying he was the entire film, and it was the final kill, and it was just perfect. Go ahead and talk about why you like that kill so much.
A special effect. Right, we all love Bub. Everyone loves Bub. But I am a massive big fan of practical effects, and the effects in that scene where they rip him in half are just incredible. I absolutely love them.
Yes.
And because he was an arsehole. So, yeah. Everything. I love everything about it.
I love when he says, choke on him. He's talking
about yes. Oh, it's brilliant. It's great. There's obviously something wrong with us lot. We're not right in the head. So who got that one? Who was it?
Oh, it was
Neil again.
Neil got it, yeah.
Well, that's 2 points. So Neil's on 10 points now. My goodness.
His guts were a chicken. Is that right? Is that some behind the scenes?
That probably is true because my husband's a massive fan of zombie movies. He loves Romero, so that probably is the case.
Oh, okay. Neil says, I just guessed that because the whole movie is in that bunker. Sure, yeah.
Well done. You know your stuff, Neil.
Yeah, he sure does. All right, so we're moving on to D. let's do your medium difficulty movie.
Yes. It involves an uninvited guest.
Okay. Uninvited guest. I'm actually trying to figure out which of the two medium difficulty ones that is based off that first clue. I don't even know. Okay. Anybody know off that first clue? An uninvited guest. All right, let's go ahead with Exorcist isn't it?
An uninvited guest.
That's a very good guess.
Yes.
That's another good guess. Yeah, clue number 2.
Oh, that's a good guess.
The character that is uninvited is not new in town.
Oh. Okay.
It's not When a Stranger Calls, no.
No.
That's a really good film. I found that whole concept when I saw that when I like the original when I was really young, and it really freaked me out, the thought of the person being in the house the whole time.
Ugh, like not a Christmas Story. What's that Christmas slasher?
Is it Black Christmas?
Black Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Do you guys like the new one?
I actually haven't seen that one yet.
Haven't seen it because there were so many like this is terrible. I didn't. Right, Movie Massacre has guessed Straw Dogs.
No, I'll do my next clue. This character decides to beckon someone.
He decides to what? Sorry.
Oh, the uninvited guest decides to beckon someone to come.
Beckon someone.
Beckon's a good word. That's a great word. I love beckon.
I feel like your 2 medium movies, because I assigned you told me your 5 movies, and then I told you 2 of those that were going to be medium difficulty. Between those 2, I'm like, which one is it? Like, I don't even know which of the 2 movies you're talking about right now.
Right, I'm going to be really vulgar. I need to go and have a wee. I do apologize.
Oh, that's okay. That's where I was.
Not Ouija. It's not Ouija.
Another one?
Yeah, let's go ahead and throw another one.
The character decides to let loose and have a little dance.
Let loose. Oh, okay. Now I know which one. Yeah. All right. Say that one again.
The character decides to let loose and have a quick dance.
Yes. This one just makes me a little sad every time I think about it.
I know.
All right, let's say the 3 clues one more time, back to back. The first 3.
First clue, it involves an uninvited guest. Second clue, the guest is not new in town. Let's say my third clue was the uninvited guest beckons someone to come near them.
Clue number 4.
Clue number 4 was they decide to let loose and have a quick dance.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then clue number 5. My bad.
And then clue number 5, they decide to take a. They decide to break someone's heart.
It's not Night of the Demons. It's not Clockwork Orange.
David Beckham. Oh dear, I can't get that he's advertising Qatar at the minute. I'm sorry, it's completely off subject. I mean, really?
If we don't get a correct guess in 5 seconds, we'll give the decade.
Night of the Demons, Clockwork Orange. I don't think I know this one.
I need to watch Actually, I am going to watch The Loved Ones soon because Josie has requested that movie, so I'll be reviewing it either January or February. But
you will enjoy that.
I have one.
Coco, stop. Honestly, no. It's not Coco. I would love you know the answer if it were Coco.
Would you say, Dee? Sorry.
No. I said I have one more before the decade.
Okay.
This character decides to set the roof on fire.
To set the room on fire.
Roof.
What's Kess?
Roof? Did you say roof? Kess is like a Yorkshire movie about a bird and a little boy.
Oh, okay.
That we were all forced to watch in school.
Oh, okay.
Devil's Rejects.
Oh
Dramatic
no, I
Residence.
love that movie, but not Devil's Rejects.
Can you run through them all again, Dee?
Sure.
Yes. So the first one is that it involves an uninvited guest.
Okay.
The uninvited guest is not new in town.
Mm-hmm.
The uninvited guest beckons someone to come near them.
Okay.
Then the uninvited guest decides to have, let loose and have a quick dance.
Okay.
Then the uninvited guest decides to break someone's heart. And then they decide to set the roof on fire, like the song.
Oh my God. No.
Well, I guess, are you saying roof or room?
Roof.
Roof?
Roof.
I guess
I
it's
thought
the
it was
room
it.
though, too, right? It's the building too, though?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The whole building is on fire.
Yeah, it's the whole building. Yeah, it's as far as I was saying roof as far as the song. Like the roof is on fire. Like,
Okay.
We don't need
Okay,
no
now
water.
give us the
That's
decade.
another
We don't have to
fucking
guess yet. Ooh,
From
very
dusk till
close.
dawn.
So
That's it.
close.
very close. It's early 2000s.
Early 2000s to 2000, so 2000 to 2010.
Nick, we can only see the roof. We can see a
I
light.
know. I'm troubleshooting right now. Sorry. So
Y'all, in case y'all didn't know, this is Nick's first live stream ever.
my phone's dying, and I just can't. I can't get the charger to work.
All he wants, like he can just figure this whole thing out. Just do
I'm
you,
so
Nick.
sorry. I'm trying my
Subscribe
best.
to Nick. If you're a horror fan, subscribe to Nick.
Subscribe to Nick. He has 2-minute recommendations. He's got reviews, and he's just awesome.
Yeah.
I swear it's more competent than this is right now.
Look,
I'm not used to this.
waffle, just a short, concise. You need to watch this, and this is why.
All
I
right,
get so many recommendations from him.
let's get another obvious clue for this next
Okay. Here's a very obvious clue. Come out, whatever you are.
Ooh, the quotes are very telling. Come out, wherever you are. And like I said, Neil, you were very, very close. You were very close.
From dusk till dawn.
All right,
My
I
mom's
guess we
drawing
need
a blank.
another obvious clue.
Tell us someone that was in it.
No.
That's real, please.
Oh! Boom!
I've seen that once, and it was like literally years ago. And all I remember is there was a guy in it that was really attractive, and that's the height of my.
The guy who probably was supposed to be Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Stuart Townsend. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
he was meant to be Tom Cruise.
Well, it's Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
That basically Queen of the Dam was essentially a standalone sequel. It was a standalone sequel.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
He took Tom Cruise's part.
Right.
So yeah, very cool. So Josie, you are still in the game. Good deal.
Well done, Josie.
Yeah. So the thing about Aaliyah, she's so sad because she didn't even get to see the movie, release. She passed away in that plane crash right before, like 4 to 6 months before the movie even came out. And she was just magnificent. She was a freaking queen in real life and in that movie. And it's just so heartbreaking because she didn't even get to like really live a life because of R. Kelly, who was predatoring her from the time that she was under 18 and just had her in a prison, and she just had so much ahead of her, and it just makes me sad. Like even in the movie it says in memory of Aaliyah, and it just breaks my heart every time I think about it. I remember being driven to school learning about that, that death. So yeah,
I've seen the movie, but I didn't know any of that. That's shocking.
Yeah.
And she was really on the way up, and I really enjoyed her. I mean, I enjoyed her in Romeo Must Die and some of her other roles too, but I really enjoyed her as Akasha. And the thing is that you were going to see more of her in Egypt, and like there were other scenes you were going to see with the character, because if you watch it as is, it looks like she's a kind of a side character, but we would have seen more of her had she, been able to kind of complete the entire thing. But I will say that. But that moment with where she walks in and she does the dance and she snatches the guy's heart out, devours it, and then just sets the whole room on fire. It's just like, okay, now I'm out. What's going on?
I need to see that again. It's been years since I've seen that, but I think with context, I need to watch it again.
She bites that heart, you know, she sucks the blood out of it, and then when she crushes it, it turns into dust. I love that.
Oh.
So she literally breaks his heart.
She's the first vampire on Earth and is the mother of all vampires. And,
Right.
you know, her being a black woman, and you see like all these vampires basically as white people. Like she's kind of the only black woman in that movie, and she's the mother of all the vampires. And it's just interesting seeing that. And she's just beautiful and awesome.
Yeah, she was stunning.
All right. Sorry I can't show the clips, y'all. I was showing the clips earlier of each kill that we're talking about, but YouTube is a freaking hater, so I had to discontinue showing those clips. So we're going to move on to my next movie, which is medium difficulty, which means it is worth 2 points. And this is one of my all-time favorite movies. If you know me, you're going to know this one right away. So B-Man, Brandon, you are not allowed to comment in the chat. All right. So the first clue is authorities and civilians with guns drawn walk up to a barn. Oh, I got to add Nick back. Nick is waiting. Sorry, Nick. I was, let me see if I can switch y'all. There we go. Perfect. All right.
Is that Michael behind you?
Michael Myers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, back there. Yeah. Is this better?
It's scary.
Oh, is this okay? My phone was like lighting on fire. It went from like 99% to like 6% running the.
Sorry.
Josie has had a guess already with Purge.
We are currently in medium difficulty. The last round was medium difficulty. This is medium difficulty, and then we have our last round, which will be difficult. Okay. So this is medium difficulty, and Purge is not correct. Authorities and civilians with guns drawn walk up to a barn, and second clue is the smell is awful.
Oh.
The smell is awful.
Authorities and civilians. Did you say walk up to a barn?
A barn.
A barn. And smell is awful. Nope, I'm not getting anything.
All right. Clue number 3. When they enter the barn, everyone stares up in awe. When they enter the barn, everyone stares up in awe.
So what were the first two?
Authorities and civilians with guns drawn walk up to a barn, and the smell is awful. When they enter, they stare up in awe. Clue number 4. The victim asks the people to feed her.
Oh.
To feed her. Sorry, ignore my husband's answers. No.
Slither knows the answer. Oh, snap. Slither is right.
Yeah.
Woo! I've never seen Slither.
Oh my god. So the last clue is after some bowel rumbling noises, the victim's skin begins to rip. And I quote this all the time. She says, "I'm so hungry."
It's so good.
She's asking the folks in the barn to feed her the dead raccoon that is on the floor. She's like, "Can you just," or I think it's a possum. She's like, "Can you just pass me that piece of possum over there, please? Like, I'm just so hungry." And before they could do anything, talking about taking her to a hospital, she's like she's as big as the barn, right? She's just a big old round ball, as big as the barn. And when her belly like rumbles and makes all kinds of noises, you see a ring around her belly of her skin just splitting open. And once the skin splits completely open and she just disintegrates, all of the slithers, you know, the little, what do you call them? Slugs just start going into everybody who's in there. And they enter your body with an open mouth, basically. So if your mouth is open, they're going inside and you've now become infected by the freaking slugs.
I haven't seen this. I think I need to see this, clearly.
You're gonna have an amazing triple header ahead of Possessor. What we say, Sleepaway Camp, and I love those. If I could watch those for the first time again, I love those movies.
That poor woman. She, no matter how much she eats, she's hungry and just gets bigger and bigger. She's basically the host for all the slugs for the alien invasion of, the aliens.
And Michael Rooker is so good in that movie. I love Michael Rooker.
Him and Elizabeth Banks, like, just strangely went well. So, like, I love Elizabeth Banks, period. And in that movie, like, she felt love for him, and had he not got, invaded by aliens in his body, like, she would have loved him. They could have had a relationship, even though he's kind of weird. Like, they could have had their love grow, but he was still kind of weird, right? Anyway, it was just good. And then the other guy who's in there, I forget his name, but he's basically
Nathan Fillion.
Jason Bateman. I know Nathan, right?
Nathan Fillion.
Yes, he's the other Jason Bateman. You know what I mean? Like, they look so similar and they have the same, disposition and stuff. Okay, so good. I love that movie. It's one of my favorites ever in life. So let's move on to Nick, right? Nick, actually, let me push you up here. Okay, go ahead with your medium difficulty movie.
Oh. Okay, let me see.
And this movie...
Still troubleshooting?
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. Oh. I'm trying to figure out which one was 4. Oh, there we go. Okay. 4. A creep chases after a girl outside her house. Or, actually, I don't know if it's her house. It's a house.
A house.
I don't want to give false information. I don't think it's her house. It's a house. It's in the driveway. He's coming onto her.
Oh, right.
The creep
it's not that, then.
Chases after a girl outside her house.
Use victim, I guess, when you can, so people know, I guess, right?
Oh, okay. The creep chases. Oh, wait. Well, okay. The victim chases after a girl outside a house.
Oh my gosh! It's Hector. Woo! What's up, Hector? Good to see you.
The creep / victim tries to come onto the girl, but she rebuffs him. She rebuffs his advances with a punch.
Oh.
Yikes.
A punch to the stomach.
So someone's coming onto someone in a driveway and she punches him in the stomach.
Yeah, he's being a bit of a creep. He's saying, like, well, I bought you dinner kind of thing. Why aren't you, And she punches him in the stomach.
Okay.
The creep goes to leave, but as he's going to his car, here's the girl now calling to him from inside the garage, kind of like a siren. So she punched him in the stomach. He goes to leave, and now all of a sudden she's calling to him.
Josie said it sounds like a bad date I had.
Yeah, Josie, you got it. It's a bad date from your life. Yeah, no.
Hector, if you want to jump in.
Hang on, we've got a guess. Bloodbath and Beyond have guessed Leprechaun.
She's gone, but that's it.
Yeah.
I announce it. Yeah, it's Leprechaun.
Oh, it's
Bloodbath and Beyond is on the scoreboard.
It was you and me, Josie. That's
2 points to Bloodbath and Beyond for Leprechaun. Well, I'm Irish and I didn't.
I don't know how to announce like the scoring. Do you want to say which Leprechaun or? Okay, well, yeah, Bloodbath. Well, Bloodbath got the specific kill.
Oh, do you want to throw in a point?
Does he get a point? Because he did. It's not the original Leprechaun. Oh no, he was the one that said it originally. Okay, so he gets all the points.
Quickly, somebody tell us which Leprechaun it is.
Well, I think he got he's the one that's given all the guesses. So they. I don't know who Bloodbath Beyond.
Yeah, I think
it was him.
Bloodbath and Beyond knows what one it is. So.
Yeah, Leprechaun 2. Good stuff.
Yes, he's written 2. So that's 2 points for Bloodbath and Beyond because that was one of the difficult ones.
Oh, and he was the first to answer number 2. Very good. Awesome.
gone.
Well, I'm going to say, Hector, if you're still there and if you want to get in on the game, let DeRay know and she can tag it in.
Yes. Hector was guessing. Okay. I'm just going to add Hector regardless. If you're typing in stuff like, guesses and whatnot, I'm just going to go ahead and add you. So very cool. So left 2 for B. Bad. Awesome. Very cool. Did you say all 5 clues?
Oh, well, so yeah, she calls him back in. She starts undressing. He goes to motorboat her. It's a lawnmower. If you've seen Leprechaun, it's a bunch of curses. It's like trickery. It's kind of like Wishmaster, where it's like, But yeah, he thinks it's a girl. It's actually a lawnmower, and he gets his face cut off. I wish we could have seen the clip.
I was gonna say I was really looking forward to showing that one because I just love Lubden. He's the best leprechaun there ever was. It's too bad we can't see him spying on Homeboy getting chopped up. Next time in another world, maybe when YouTube stops being a hater and because with shorts, I just learned this too. If you are, because how they have the whole new monetized thing where you can now make money if you get like 1 million views on shorts or something like that, right? Well, they are even allowing you to use copywritten music on shorts, and they'll pay the people who made the music. So it's like, okay, we'll take that same idea and put it on our long form videos. Why are y'all messing with that in the first place? Like, I don't care if, 2 Chainz, if I use his song, if he takes 50% of my pay on my video, give it to him. He deserves it. I'll take 50% of whatever I get from that. Like, give him the money. Just let me use his song.
Never screw you no matter what you do. It's a pain in the arse.
I know.
Yeah, I got like the strike. Not a strike today, but I got like demonetized. But I know I used like less than 15 seconds of the clip, but I didn't want to bother fighting it. So
I've used 7 seconds of a clip and been demonetized. I filmed the TV once when the World Cup was on for 5 seconds and got demonetized for using 5 seconds of the World Cup in the vlog. It's like, oh, piss off, really?
I didn't want to I already edited the video. I was like, do I really want to upload this a day later just to? I was like, no, I'll just whatever. No monetization.
Madness, isn't it?
Well, Bloodbath is saying copyright is disaster. I think they are adding the music thing to regular videos in early 2023, which would be amazing because, how are y'all going to do that just for the shorts and not the long form videos? Like, I guess just to try it out and see what's up. But obviously, videos get more views when they have more popular music on them. And again, I don't mind paying out people and the artists whose music I use. I don't mind that at all. It's just going to get me more views. So, anywho, all right, let's move on to the next movie. And that was Leprechaun. So that was Nick. So let's go on to Lisa's movie.
Okay, so this is movie number. Oh, hang on, nope, different order. So this is movie number 4, and the first clue is a girl is captured while trying to rescue someone.
A girl is captured trying to rescue somebody else. Damn. That's why you don't need to be rescuing people.
Okay, I'm going to go on to clue number 2. A society head explains that she is seeking enlightenment.
Oh.
I think people's going to get it from that one.
Yeah.
It's like your moonlight clue.
We'll give you a few seconds, see if you can guess. So a girl is captured while trying to rescue someone, and a
yes!
I love martyrs.
Got it.
I love martyrs.
That's another 2-pointer for Bloodbath and Beyond, who's now on 4 points.
Here we go. Like, he's just popping in the game last minute, catching up to Josie and to Neil real quick.
Just beat Neil to it. Yes.
No. Okay. Everyone's saying martyrs now.
I had the girl performs better than any previous subject. Her birthday suit is confiscated, and she has the answer to the question everyone wants to hear but wishes they hadn't.
Neil had it. Freaking Hector had it. Man, everybody was so close.
Has anyone seen Martyrs more than once? I'm just curious. Is that like any? You've seen it more than once. Oh,
I love it.
How many?
I love it.
I actually quite like the remake as well, but obviously I prefer the original. But just the whole concept of what does the woman have whispered to her at the end? What is it?
I know.
They never tell you. I love the fact that they don't tell you because it lets you guess for yourself.
I was going to say, I love that clue, Lisa. What do you
birthday suit is comfort. I can't take credit for that. My husband come up with that one.
It was good.
What did you rate the movie, D?
You said what?
What did you rate Martyrs out of a scale of 10 or 5?
So remember that conversation we just had about Terrifier 2?
I do.
So this falls into the read the plot summary and read the parental guide so I can let my imagination fill in the gaps. I'm horrified just from that. I'd give it I'll say conceptually, even though it's quite intense for me, I will say conceptually it's definitely top tier. I will give it that.
Yeah. It's a one-time watch for you.
Yeah, it's extreme, but
it was on. Oh, sorry.
I have to appreciate when the film goes there. That's all I'll say.
What's up, Nick?
I was just gonna say, like, it was on my short list of movies with like Cannibal Holocaust, the Human Centipede movies. Ooh. What are some other ones? Audition, I guess, was kind of on there. Like stuff like I really didn't want to get to, but I wanted to get to. And
Audition's not anywhere near as shocking as people seem to think it is, is it?
Wasn't. No, Martyrs was also not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, there's some scenes.
Brilliant. Have you seen Cannibal Holocaust yet?
No, I don't like the animal stuff. I can't really get past it. I know there's a cut that doesn't have it.
There is a cut where you don't have to watch the animal stuff, but for me, knowing it should be there is enough to not make me want to watch it again. I've seen it once.
I really like animals. I just can't.
In Britain, we have this thing called the BBFC banned list. So they were referred to as video nasties. And Cannibal Holocaust was on it. And I did this thing once where I had to watch every movie on the banned list, and that was on. No, never again. It's not happening. Even the version without the animal stuff, the fact I know what's in there is enough. I don't want to say it again. It's not
Frame 34. Who's Frame
That's
34?
My husband. That's my husband.
Tokyo Gore Police. I love Tokyo Gore Police.
Terrible. Oh, it's fucking awful.
It's awesome. So good.
Me and him and my best friend and her partner watched Tokyo Gore Police one night, and me and her hated it, and my husband and the other guy absolutely loved it. They were sitting going, "Oh, this is fantastic," and we were sitting going, "This is just fucking shit." I've never seen anything so bad in all my life.
Like when her bottom half turns into a crocodile and she like eats it.
I can't remember. It was just so bad. Cannot remember.
Oh my god! I went to that movie pretty blind, and I just watched with a friend, and we were just blown away by what was going on.
It was mad.
It is mad. It's a good watch. I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's insane.
Cannibal Holocaust, Neil, is a very good movie. It's very well made. It's very effective. I just can't get my head around the animal stuff. But if you can take that out, the rest of it is such a well-made movie. I agree.
This is another one that fell into the category of I had to read the parental guide and let the gaps get filled in. Even though I have seen clips, something I wish I hadn't seen. Yeah. But I do think, again, conceptually and looking at the story of who are the real cannibals, who are the real savages here. Yeah. I was like, whoa! I love that message there. I thought that was really cool.
I'm also a big. Oh, sorry.
I just can't watch. I can't watch with those, and it's a shame because I loved the rest of it. I thought conceptually it was really well put together. It was really disturbing, which is what you want from a horror. You want something that's either going to scare you shitless, or you want something that's going to really make you feel very uncomfortable, which that does. But I don't like the fact they've got real animal cruelty in it. I can't watch that at all.
No, yeah, I feel you on that. Even when it's fake animals, it's kind of hard to watch because I'm imagining the real thing, but it's definitely better when it's fake.
We'll happily watch people being murdered and hung upside down and split in half, but if there's a dog in it, no. We can't have that. We can't have the dog
Even a
dying.
baby in a film, I'm like, oh, that baby's about to be done. Oh, it's not a baby, it's actually a cat. No, not the cat.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean, there's so many horror cliches, but by far, like by leaps and bounds, the number one thing that's my number one horror pet peeve is like, well, there's a whole website dedicated to it. Is does the dog die?
Dog die.
It's
Yes.
such an unnecessary and like cheap tactic to get like audience sympathy, or like or like raise the stakes of the movie. Like, oh, the dog died. It's like, I'd rather the neighbor died or like the young sister die or
We
whatever.
don't care about that. The baby can bloody die as long as the dog doesn't die.
It's such like a cheap trick where
Like
it's like,
Marley
oh,
and
the
me.
dog got slaughtered. The stakes are real.
Oh,
Like,
no, dog. We went. They're talking about Marley and Me in the comments. I went to the cinema. Now I saw Owen Wilson.
I'll never watch that movie ever again.
Oh, this is going to be a really feel-good movie. The movie with Owen Wilson and Jennifer Aniston. Amazing. I went to the cinema to see this with my husband. I had to sit and dig my nails into the palm of my hand to stop me crying, to stop me sobbing. There was a woman a few rows back was actually audibly sobbing really loud. And I haven't watched it ever since. I can't watch it.
I know it.
We had a really old dog at the time, and it's like, no.
Have saying nothing, you know? They're just babies. They're forever babies. They're literal forever babies.
No dog deaths. Don't like it. No.
All right, so just to let you know,
Jesus. Oh.
we have Josie with 7, Neil with 10, and Bloodbath with 4. So it is literally still anybody's game, okay?
I've got that Josie's got 9.
Oh, who has 9?
Josie's got 9, Neil has 10, and Bloodbath and Beyond has 4. Or am I wrong? Tell us in the comments.
I have Josie who guessed Evil Dead, Misery, and 13 Ghosts.
I haven't written it down. I've just written when I thought they'd got points, and I thought she had 9.
Oh, let me know, Josie. So, Josie, you guessed Evil Dead, Misery, 13 Ghosts, which were all worth 1. And then you also guessed Saw 2 and Queen of the Dam, which were worth 2 points. So that's 4. So 4 plus 3, I'm going to say 7. Did she guess more than those 5 films? And then
Neil said, I think you're right, Lisa, but I don't know what that means. I'm very rarely right about anything, to be fair with you.
No, you're helping me. Like, I really appreciate you. Like,
I didn't write down who got what. Oh, she got Slither as well.
Oh, Slither. I don't have Slither down.
Yeah,
very
I've been
good.
writing down the points, but not who got what or why.
I need you, Lisa. 2 buzzed girls make 1 sober girl.
I'm pissed, so don't rely on me.
Am I one of the buzzed girls?
You're not helping me score. You're figuring out live streaming right now. You are by yourself right now.
Yeah.
You good. You do. No, you are part of the Buzz Girls tonight in general, and as part of this group. Sure, yeah, you're one of the Buzz Girls.
Waiting on
I should dress up like a witch.
Slither, thank you for that. What color is Slither? Is Slither green or orange? Let me see. Slither.
I think it was round 3.
Okay, so it was orange. Okay, I think so too. Okay.
Nice. Slither, Sleepaway Camp, and there was something else.
It is 9. You are correct, Lisa. Thank you. So we've got Josie with 9, Neil with 10, and Bloodbath with 4. Very good. Oh, thank goodness.
What's a movie that made you guys cry in theaters? I was interested by Lisa talking about Marley and Me. I'm trying to think of the last movie I cried in theaters. I don't want to sidetrack things.
Hotel for Dogs. I cried at that as well.
I guess it's about time.
If you put a dog in it, I'm going to cry at it. It's as simple as that. You could kill as many people as you want. I'm happy, but if you kill a dog, I'm not amused.
Clerks 3? Okay, someone cried in Clerks 3?
Clerks 3?
Bloodbath and Beyond? I don't know. I've never seen that.
3?
Are you saying Clerks like Homeboy, like from Clerks? Oh, or is it in the comments? Okay,
Clerks 3.
Okay, I got it. I'm like, why is that coming up? Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on with the game, right?
Okay.
So we just guessed. Shoot.
It was mine. We guessed. What was mine?
Right?
Martyrs. We guessed. So it's me.
Medium difficult. Go right on ahead with your first clue.
Okay. This involves a very heated conversation.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite movies of all freaking time.
I would agree with you.
Right.
Yes.
Who's having a very heated conversation?
The first clue in this movie for this kill scene.
Yeah.
The people. The people in this.
Yeah.
The people are having a very heated conversation.
Two
Okay.
characters
People-
are having a very heated conversation.
Okay. Nope.
Second clue. One of the main characters. Actually, no. I'll say both of these characters are in crisis mode.
Are in crisis mode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
They are in the midst of a crisis. They are questioning things in their lives, and they both have decided that there's a direction that they must take to change where they are in their lives.
Yep.
Nope. Scream, Hereditary. We've had 2 guesses there.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. The conversation then comes to a head when hands are placed around the other's throat.
Ooh. Okay.
Did you say just their body? What did you say that last word? Hands are placed around their
Throat.
Okay, yeah, their throats. I didn't want to give it away. Yeah.
Neil has guessed with Scream.
Oh, nope.
No.
Okay, next clue. One of the main characters ends up doing an alternative version of something they planned to do to that character previously.
We've got a guess of Insidious from Josie.
Nope.
No. Right. So someone's doing something to a character like an alternative version of something they previously planned to do. They've been arguing.
We are competing for a horror mystery box from Amazon that looks small from behind, but it is a 10 inch by 10, filled with a bunch of stuff.
It's big. It's big. I'm so fun. Neil, you're in the lead. But Josie, if you get this one right, you will go into the lead. So it's
yeah, you will. So you go into the lead by 1. Exactly. Yes, you're correct.
Okay, I'll give another clue.
Okay.
The character finds themselves teetering over a massive staircase.
A massive what?
A main character finds themselves teetering over a massive staircase.
Staircase argument.
Oh, it's Dos Incredibles Network. Dos Increíbles. Dos Increíbles is here.
Dos
What is up? It is so good to see you here this evening. You have still a chance to win, I think. You might not. I don't know. I can't really tell. But if you want to play.
It is hard. Everything horror. It is hard.
So,
yes.
So can we have all the clues again for Dos Increíbles Network, please?
Yes.
So first clue, 2 people are having a heated conversation. These 2 people are in the midst of a crisis. They are figuring how to deal with that crisis in a very specific way. What was the next clue? The conversation comes to a head when one person places their hands around the other's throat. This one of the characters.
Come on, stop it.
Yeah, there we go.
Well done, Josie. In the lead with 11 points.
Yeah.
She got it. All right.
Awesome.
So yeah,
such a good scene. That's awesome.
yeah.
Death Becomes Her.
Yeah, I love Death Becomes Her. I literally saw it when I was 2, and I would say between that, I had to been like 2 or 3. I was that old.
I was working when that movie came out. That's how old I am.
Really?
Oh, Jimmy. Right.
But
yes, I was working in Blockbuster when that came out.
So, like, literally a couple of days ago, we just saw that they're making a new one with her daughter, with Homegirl's daughter. Not Meryl Streep's, but the other one.
No, Holly Holmes' daughter, the really pretty one with the long blonde hair that was in still famous or something famous.
She's in
Okay.
everything. What?
Kate Hudson?
Yes.
That's her, yes.
She's
Kate
gonna
Hudson.
be freaking her in the new one, and Lady Gaga is gonna be the witch, the whole.
I
Yes,
didn't know this. That's
so
awesome.
excited! It's gonna be good. Like, I know this is
that.
probably a movie where I would be like, "Oh, don't make a remake. Don't touch Death Becomes Her." Like, I probably would say that, but like
it's Lady
after
Gaga.
cast, I'm like, well, I'm intrigued. I'm down. It's her freaking daughter. It's Lady Gaga.
Josie
Do
says
it.
point for Kate Hudson. I
Just
would
do
give you
it.
a point for Kate Hudson.
Oh, I think it's Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway too, who is also really
Is she? Oh, my husband will watch it then. He quite likes
Yes.
Kate Hathaway. Well,
Yes.
Anne Hathaway, sorry.
Can I take my turn of being the person that says I've never seen that movie?
Oh,
Death Becomes Her. Oh, I'm
I've
so
never
sorry.
It's good.
You're gonna love it because it's like it does stand the test of time too. Like, you can watch it now, and it could have been made today. It's real. The effects are good. The story is good. It's relatable. It's just funny as hell.
I'm
It's
excited.
great.
When did that
I
come
love-
out? 1992.
Came out in I have.
I gotta write this down.
So,
Yeah.
right, take my previous comment back. I wasn't working when that came out. I'm not quite that old. Jesus Christ. I thought it was, but I wasn't. 1992.
No, yeah, it is just it's so witchy, and I really was attracted to like the hand things of it because I've always been like a hands person, hence my like nail videos and things. And it was just a beautifully that's a beautiful movie. Sleepaway Camp, I can appreciate, but Death Becomes Her is a beautiful movie.
We don't have to put them head to head. They're both beautiful movies on their own. Watch both of them. They're both beautiful. So I know
they're both beautiful.
I'm excited to watch. I'm gonna watch that maybe tonight.
Bruce Willis, bro. Like, I've never seen Bruce Willis in this type of role before. Ever.
I've never seen it. I gotta watch this right now.
Like, I watched it as a kid so many times, and I grew up and I was like, oh, that's Bruce Willis. And then watching it again, I was like, oh snap, that's Bruce Willis and freaking Death Becomes Her. Like, that's just so weird. So weird.
I was gonna say I've seen it so many times, but even though I know it's him, I don't know it's him because it looks like it's like nothing like him. And I would say that and this, I would say Death Becomes Her, and then the first two Addams Family films. That was kind of my earliest kind of like, oh, this whole dark comedy, dark humor, dark. That was my first like, I really like this. Even though I was so young, I didn't find any of that scary. It was actually really interesting.
Yes, just intriguing, and like it's so relatable because we all just want to stay young, and it's just this beautiful world. And you see this, either you live it or you witness this bitterness or this, battle of like love and a partner and stuff. And it's just so relatable and just so beautiful. It's
all about the ladies in that one. It's all about Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep, isn't it?
Yes.
They were both like in their 40s, I think, when they did this.
Were they?
Yeah, wow. They look like like pristine.
Fine, that's what I thought. Yep, they look beautiful.
Oh, snap. At our last round. Okay, so we're about to get into our hard round, which seems pretty quick, to be honest with you. So I'm going to start off our last round. And so this last round is worth 3 points. So if you get this answer correct, that means you get 3 points added to your score. Again, if you share this video out on social media and tag me, that gets you an extra point to the end of your deal. You know what?
That's an easy point, folks. Get it shared. What if they share it to several different social medias?
So I'm gonna actually check really quick to see if anybody has shared yet. And if nobody has shared, I'm gonna make it worth 2 points instead of 1, just to be fun. Because
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, get it shared, and you can get yourself a load of points.
Yeah.
What's the score again? I don't know how to...
currently.
Neil is on 10. Josie is on 11. And
Josie, there you go.
4.
Yes, we got 11, 10, and 4. Josie, Neil, and Bladbeth, respectively. So we got this last round. So Bloodbath could win if he got 3, 6. So if he got 6, and then one of them got 3. That would be 10. So Bloodbath has to get all 4 in order to win.
Bloodbath, get it shared on social media.
Yeah, so Bloodbath, if you got 2 and then shared on social media, that would be 6 plus 2, which would be 8. So if he got 8, that'd be 12, and then they got 1.
He's got this. He said he said it himself. He's got it.
I feel bad. What's your name? I don't like calling you Bloodbath and Beyond. What's your name? So I can call you by name.
He likes Bloodbath.
I'll call him Bloodbath.
No, but yeah, you're still in the game if you share. So if you share and tag me, you'll get an extra 2 points. And
what if he shares and tags you on like different social media? So what if he shares?
About that. I was like, well, but other people only use one social media. I don't want to be like, oh, well, this person has 4 social medias, but
okay.
You know,
only one social media, but it's still 2 points.
You can share any social media and get an extra 2 points.
Yeah.
But
what?
Yeah. Okay.
MySpace?
Is it your turn? Let me see. I think we're on me, right? I think we're in the last round.
Yeah, it was a dries.
Let me come back here for a second.
The last one, aren't we? Clue or like movie number 5.
This is the hardest of all the hardest movies, and I'm gonna go first. And this movie is a really good
one. We got a new commenter, I think.
Trash Stash.
Oh, it's Danny B. What's up, Danny B? Hey. So, Danny, please.
Neil has tweeted it. You need to give Neil another 2 points if you.
Neil, what did Neil do?
He's tweeted it.
Oh, he tweeted it.
I did say MySpace. I also said LinkedIn. Can you share it on LinkedIn?
Do you remember MySpace?
Bumble? If I share it on Bumble, can I get 2 points? Grindr? What's the limits of social media?
In social media, as long as you can tag me, I guess, or if you could just can
you tag someone on Bumble? Probably not.
You can't tag me on Bumble. Just send me a screenshot.
Someone on LinkedIn? Okay.
Screenshot. I'm on LinkedIn.
MySpace probably has tagging still. I'd assume if it's still open.
This to MySpace. I remembered. There's Bloodbath and Beyond has retweeted your pinned comment. So if that's true, you've got 2 points.
I'm gonna add those after we get through everything. That way, it's all.
We're gonna add that later, folks.
Okay. So my last movie is okay. The victim leaves the group upset. The victim leaves the group upset. All right. Okay, B-Man. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Danny. Appreciate you. I didn't even say yet, but I'm basically like a dead doll. Like I'm a creepy doll. I was gonna be like, oh, maybe I'll be, just a dead person who's, who looks like this. But because I did creepy doll last year, and I was like, I don't want to do a creepy doll again. But I like creepy doll. Like it's cool and it's easy.
It's very cute.
And I got a wig this time. Last year, I just did pigtails with my regular hair. But I was like, well, I'm going to do a creepy doll with a wig this year. And you over here, you were just a dead person who turned into a witch who's kind of both now, right?
No idea what the hell it is. It's just loads of makeup and stuff.
And D's just looking hot as hell. With his
D always looks hot as hell. Creepy dolls are awesome.
Yeah.
How did your meeting with the cinema squad go?
Oh gosh.
That was so cool with the cinema squad.
So excited. I can't even tell you. I'm so excited about the whole thing.
Yeah. It was a great experience. And it's kind of one of those things where like you're a part of the community, and when you start your journey, you don't think you're really gonna you think maybe you'll have people who follow, but you don't think you're gonna like have a community and things like that. And even when it comes to that, it's like, oh, well, we just comment on each other's stuff and so on and so forth. Yeah. And you think in your mind, like, it would be cool in theory if we could go watch a movie, or in theory, hang out. But you don't always think that'll happen. But it was crazy, and I remember being so like nervous and like, oh, but man, it just like the time like flew by. I mean, it just was like I don't
But
know.
everyone loves you, Dee. I mean, everyone that I know that knows you loves you. And the Cinema Squad, just for me, have such nice guys. Every single one of them are lovely.
Yeah.
And when I saw those photographs come up, it was like, oh my god, I wanted to be there. I was so jealous. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. So I was
where did
living
y'all live again?
vicariously through you all.
Yeah. Where was everybody centralized at again when y'all were all together?
Yeah, it was Orlando.
And
Florida,
then,
yeah.
so I know John lives there, and who else lives there?
I don't think any of them else lives there. No, they all came quite a ways.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, it was
None of them.
California, Illinois, and then I want to say New York.
where does
Yeah.
Dan live? I thought Dan was close by.
I think Dan is in New York, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's either
Jonathan
New
was
York or
anyway.
Chicago, but I think he's New York.
Very cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it just like every time I saw you, I was just like, oh, like it just made me think of all of my YouTube friends. Like one day, I just hope to meet all of y'all in person, like every single one of you in the
Can you
chat.
imagine
on
if they
my
had like
stream.
a massive I Dream list? You would not believe. I dream that there's a massive YouTube movie community
Or just a party
thing
every
where
year.
everyone turns up from all over the place, and it's like,
Yes.
oh my god,
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
wouldn't it be? Yes, indeed.
And DeRay, you already know I'm gonna have to be in your neck of the woods because the way you showed out with that pupusa in your last video, I saw that steam come out. I was like, oh my gosh, no, she didn't. Like, I have to have it. I must.
You make me very jealous about food in the US. I've been to America once, and it was to Florida a few years ago. And it just made me think, how crap must it be when people from the US come to the UK or Ireland and they like go into a restaurant or a pub and they get put down with a meal? It's like, you must think, what the hell is this shit?
The thing is you only gotta stay there in like 2 or 3 days because I want to go everywhere and eat those meals. Like even if you might think it's shit or whatever, for those 2 or 3 days, that's something different than I am used to eating. I would love to go to Ireland, Scotland, anywhere, and just eat the food there, even if it's shit to the people who live there, just because, it's something
much
different.
choice.
It's probably delicious because y'all keep eating the shit.
It's nice, but I mean, when you go to America, it's like even things like Coke or Pepsi, there's like 20 different flavors of it. It's like here, you're lucky if you get cherry Coke. I think they've just brought in vanilla Coke. Everything else doesn't exist. It's
True.
like, yes. So I'm going back to Florida next year, and I cannot wait.
Oh yeah, so Florida is just your American destination, like
it's Disney. It's Disneyland.
Oh yeah.
Because we've got a kid, obviously Star Wars Land, all that stuff. So that's why we're going back. Yeah.
And where are you exactly in Canada, Nick?
Alberta. So above Montana, like on the western side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just next to BC. Yeah.
Cool. And then I don't know if you've shared it on your channel yet, Dee. Where are you from? You don't have to share if you don't want to.
What's your IP address? What's your postal code?
My hometown is Chi-Town in Gary, Indiana. So.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Erie, Indiana.
Yes. Absolutely.
Woo! Very cool. Yeah, I escaped Texas, as y'all might know by now, and I am in the free land of Denver. Even though America claims to be free, I'm more free than I've ever been in my entire life, so it feels good.
You're in Colorado, aren't you?
Yes.
I have to because that's just one of those places that's on my list to visit. And even just the clips you've shown, I'm like, it looks great. So.
Yes, just the weather and everything. Okay, let's move it along.
What
did we just do right now? I forget. What did we just did?
Oh God, I don't remember. Did we do DeRay? I think Nick was next, was it?
I haven't gone yet.
Okay, so let's do Nick. Nick is doing his I did no, okay. What are we doing? Are we starting or no, I guess I didn't do my last hard film. So we're doing the hardest.
Right, so DeRay needs to go first.
Okay. So the first clue for this one, is sorry, let me just double check something real quick.
Hannah Montana, no. Miley Cyrus, never mind. Hannah Montana.
Oh wait, I just saw the Brandon. Okay, yeah, this is a Canadian sweater. You think? I do have a lot of sweaters. It's cold here. It's already cold here. It's chilly.
Sweaters are, you know, in the UK we call sweaters jumpers.
Jumpers.
And everybody says, "What the hell's a jumper?" A jumper is a sweater.
I'm thinking of like a onesie.
Just in case you ever wondered, in Ireland and the UK, a jumper is a sweater.
Okay, here we go, y'all. First clue of the last movie. The victim. Oh, I already said this part.
Yeah. I know you did last summer. Oh.
The victim left the group upset. The victim follows a voice into a room. The victim follows a voice into a room.
A voice? Right, you've got a few guesses there. I know what you did last summer. Cruel intentions and disturbing behavior.
Nope. Josie, keep going. The victim tries to leave, but the door locks behind her. So she leaves the group in a huffy. She follows a voice into a room. She tries to leave the room, but it locks behind her.
Ooh. I'm always waiting for the decade, but I've no chance.
Ghost, it is not Barbarian.
I wish it was.
Dos Incredibles Network.
Incredibles.
I really want to see Barbarian, but it hasn't reached the cinema here yet. It's crap.
Oh, you're gonna love it. I mean, I think you're gonna like it. I didn't love it.
I loved it. Nick loves it.
It's terrible. If you're in the UK or Ireland, we get everything so much later than the US. We have to watch all these different reviews before we ever get it. It's a pain in the ass.
The group carries on as normal when the victim leaves. The group carries on as normal when the victim leaves the group, as I mentioned in clue 1. The victim leaves the group upset. B-Man lived in Canada for a hot minute.
Has the movie got a one-word title?
I'm not gonna say that until after 5. Even though you're not really playing, but like I can't really say for the viewers. You know.
Trash Test says, I'm thinking it might be one of the Saw movies, maybe Saw 2. I think we had Saw 2
Would I
earlier.
really use 2 Saw movie or 2 Saw scenes in one scene? The group carries on as normal as they continue to train. So the new clue is the group carries on as normal as they continue to train. So the victim leaves the group upset. The victim follows a voice into a room. The victim tries to leave the room, but the door locks behind her. Her is another clue. I should just say them, but I said her, or, the person. The group carries on as normal and they continue to train.
You have 2 more guesses there, Annabelle and Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Annabelle is incorrect. I still have not seen that. And Texas Chainsaw is a really good guess.
Oh.
Good guess.
Not a really good guess. It's a good guess. It's a good guess just because, like, those things happen.
Aliens?
Aliens? No, not aliens, Danny. The last easy clue is the victim soon, or the last hard clue is, rather, the victim soon begins to feel what the group is seeing. The victim soon begins to see what the group is seeing. What did I say?
I'm also very stumped.
I messed up.
Yeah.
So the victim soon begins to feel what the group is seeing. My bad.
But this is the hardest one, so this is our last clue, so these will be difficult. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, we have a guess.
Nope. Okay. I'm going to say them one more time, okay? The victim leaves the group upset. This is the hardest one of my 5. The victim follows a voice into a room. The victim tries to leave, but the door locks behind her. The group carries on as normal, and they continue to train, T-R-A-I-N, train.
Okay.
The victim soon begins to feel what the group is seeing.
Mm.
If we don't get it in the next 10 seconds, I'll give you the decade.
We've got Hostel 2 as a guess.
Nightmare on Elm Street, no. No.
That's a hard one. I don't think I've seen this one.
Yeah, I don't know if I have either.
This has easily become one of my top 100 films of all time.
Oh, so we're waiting for the decade.
Did we get it yet? I don't know.
Bet she's going to say the 80s.
3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 2010s.
Oh.
Okay.
2010.
Is there any element of Strange Days? So that's a really old movie, though, isn't it? That's what Juliette Lewis in.
This is
Angela Bassett. I think
the train is important.
Train, yeah, I thought that train.
So
why can I just think of Rocky? It's not Rocky, but I'm thinking about Rocky. Train.
Seventh clue. My seventh clue is it's a remake / reboot.
Train. So someone's training for something and it's a horror movie.
Wait, can I get like the base level of the clues again?
Yeah, I'll say the clues one more time. Let's see.
There's another guess on there of Snowpiercer.
Train.
Snowpiercer. I love Snowpiercer so much.
That's
have y'all seen that not conspiracy theory, but that theory that Snowpiercer is a sequel to Willy Wonka's or to what's it called? Charlie. Yeah, it's I love that theory so much. It makes so much freaking sense if you watch the multiple videos on that. It's not just one; it's just a lot. But,
right, you need to do a video about that, I think, because I need to understand.
Yeah,
it's awesome. I love Snowpiercer. Green Room. Training in music. Okay, music is a yes.
Green Room is awesome.
Oh, okay. Wait,
the victim leaves the group upset. This is pertaining to music. The victim follows a voice into a room. The victim tries to leave as soon as she enters into the room, but the door locks behind her. The group carries on as normal and they continue to train musically. Oh, Bloodbath got it first.
Yeah, that was my guess. Okay. I love it. So good. Is that what the bones? Is that what we're talking about?
Where she's breaking up her, like, she's not even doing it, but like, yeah, the homegirl who's replacing the best of the best is dancing for Tilda, and the other girl who is kind of like accusing the elders to be witches is kind of getting punished for accusing them. And when the new lead takes over, is getting her body crushed in that room, and it's just so beautiful. And I'm just all about the witch environment and idea, and just it being just a new age Suspiria, because the first one was just beautiful and amazing, and this new one just was a completely different story, but is what he would have done, Dario Argento would have done, had he had the resources that he had today. You know what I mean? Just beautiful.
Beautiful.
Did you guys watch Dark Glasses? Does that come out yet?
I do need to watch that though.
I thought that came out like on like the screeners thing, but I don't know if it. I don't know what date it came out on Shudder.
Sorry, Bloodbath got that correct. Yes, he did.
Lisa, you haven't seen either one yet?
I haven't seen either Suspiria because I don't really like, like the Italian. I don't know who the director is, but all that kind of like, it's red light, it's blue light, it's I'm just not Argento, is it?
Yeah.
Like Giallo.
Generally a fan of Giallo. Maybe I would like it, but I haven't seen it. My husband texted me ages ago, but I never looked at my phone, so I didn't know.
I feel like generally, like when a person comes across that type of filmmaking, they're not gonna automatically be inclined to it, but then they'll find that one film that'll trigger them. And
Okay.
like, oh, now I get it. And then they'll see the other film that they didn't like so much in a different light, I feel like sometimes.
I just don't think I'm intellectual enough for it.
No, don't
Oh,
say
it's
that.
not. It's
Not that at
not.
all.
It's
It's
like
really environmental.
like doesn't giallo come from like the Italian word for like yellow, where it's like
Just
yellow paperback book?
colors and
Okay,
brightness.
okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's just visual.
It's like
Yeah.
pulp, like low. It's like soap opera. It's like mystery, like detective thrillers.
I need to
It's
watch it. I haven't seen either of them. I
like
have
Tenebrae,
I've seen that.
Deep Red.
Did you like Tenebrae? I haven't seen it yet, but I know that's a good example. Have you seen that and liked it or not?
Is that
Liked
not
it.
on the nastiest
sorry,
list,
sure.
or am I imagining things? Why have I even seen that? I've seen it, but I don't remember anything about it. My memory's shocking. That's what happens when you get old. You forget everything you've watched.
Like you, I've seen you talk about in several or however many videos, but I know I feel the same way. I'll sometimes get 30 or 50 minutes into a movie and be like, oh, I already saw this. And just,
Yes, that's why I started using Letterboxd, because
Oh,
I will look it up and say, "Oh, I've seen this already." My memory is terrible for movies.
you know, too much.
Unless I was completely blown away. I'll tell you something. Recently, what's the movie that's come out? It's called Deadstream, and
Yeah.
everyone is saying it's terrible. I loved it. I laughed my ass off.
I'm excited because it is going to be, because from the comments that I've heard, I'm going to either love it or
I
appreciate
loved
it.
it. Everyone is saying the first half hour is terrible and then it gets good. The first half hour was my favorite. I loved him. I'm laughing my ass off. I'm thinking this guy's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, I've actually heard good things about it.
He reminded me of older
I-
Ryan Reynolds. That's just what it reminded me of.
Oh.
I hated the first half hour, but I loved the last 45
was
minutes.
two
It was really
people's-
fun.
There was two people's review I watched. It must have been you, Nick, and someone else that said the first half hour I really wanted to switch this off because I thought it was terrible, but I persevered, and the last 3/4 was much better. I loved the first half hour more than any of the rest of it. I just adored it, but I liked all of it. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
It's really fun.
We're gonna move on to
Like
the
the last
next-
half hour is very Evil Dead. It's like
Go ahead.
really schlocky. It's very like there's like one specific shot that really reminded me of, like the POV shots in Evil Dead. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I loved it.
It's a good time.
Go right ahead. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pop out real quick.
Suspiria is not a cello.
Yeah, that's true. It's not as yellow. It often gets like lumped in there because of Argento.
Yeah.
Explain to it while DeRay has to nip off. Explain to us why it's not a giallo, because I'm not bright enough to understand.
Well, giallo is more of like a detective like thriller. It's like a mystery. It's like a black glove. Okay. You're trying to guess who the killer is. You get kill after kill after kill into the ultimate reveal. Suspiria is about witches. It's really not a giallo. It's just Argento. Most of his films, Tenebrae, Deep Red, they are giallos, so like it gets lumped in just because it's Italian. But it's I guess it's just more like a supernatural horror.
That's exactly what Bloodbath and Beyond is saying. Exactly what you've just said. I like the sound of a giallo. Then a whodunit. I like the sound of that.
They're very fun. Like with the dubbing, with like they're just they're like slashers, but like the dubbing just adds like an extra little bit of energy to it. It's just like a little bit more
what do you mean
like
by
goofy.
the dubbing?
Well, a lot of the giallos were like dubbed over by English voice actors, so it's just.
I can't bear that. I have to have the original language that the actors speak to enjoy something.
Yeah, me
too.
I cannot bear when
a lot of them do have the original actor. Like it's just like we're made to be dubbed over. So there's just like the original print is dubbed over because that's what they were made for, like a North American release.
I know I've seen giallos,
so they're like
but
intentionally dubbed over.
Specifically, what was giallo? I know I haven't seen Suspiria. What annoys me is, and this is just a personal thing, is when something is arty-farty for arty-farty's sake, and it's like I'm trying to work out what the symbolism is on something, and I've lost all interest. And that's always what I thought. What Italian giallos? Oh, we're on our own, Dave. Sometimes I just don't want to think too deeply about what I'm watching, and I just always thought giallo was very. I'm not saying I'm thick, but I'm saying I don't want to watch something that I need to be sitting thinking constantly about the symbolism of what is meant to be, what the lighting means, or
Right.
what a specific camera angle means.
Right.
And that's what I've really found with Giallo, but that could just be ignorance. I maybe just need someone to say, right, Lisa, you need to watch this, this, and this,
Right.
because I'm not very up on Giallo at all.
No, and I understand that because I was going to ask. Actually, you seen Last Night in Soho?
I love that. Yes.
Yeah. Did you? There's actually some Suspiria inspiration, like with the colors and
Colors. Yeah.
Yeah, and some of the shots and the way they do that there, which I thought was really cool. And I did see Suspiria recently. I a lot of what drives it for me is the aesthetics and the score and kind of like the tension and the mood. I think it's one of those things. Some things I guess feel more dated than others, and I think that so much of it feel like works because of the tension and because of the aesthetics. Because I'm not used, much like Midsummer, I'm not used to certain like horror having a bright, colorful aesthetic. Like saying with Midsummer, everything's bright and colorful, but all these horrible things are happening.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so that's kind of my same kind of appreciation for it. But then in the new Suspiria, it was kind of the opposite. It's very gritty, kind of ugly almost.
Okay.
But no, I think there's room for both. Even for me, I love a deep dive and analysis and all that. But there are times where I just want to. And I just watched America's Sweethearts. I remember that when I was in middle school, and that's just because it was a real life rom-com, and I love that feeling and that vibe. In that moment. So it just kind of depends on the mood you're in. So I totally get it.
It does, very much so, yeah.
Yeah.
The Last Matinee, Everything Horror says a recent film that really Giallo inspired is The Last Matinee. I think I've seen that.
Yeah, you're back. Sorry. I saw you out for a second.
No, I got a black screen on my. I love Last Matinee. Is my audio back? Oh, here I am. Okay, I can see myself. Oh, Hector, I love Last Matinee too. So good.
I need to watch more Giallo, I think. I had in my mind that it was a very intellectual.
No.
You must think about the hidden meaning behind everything that you're being presented. The Giallo style is like we are pretending to be arty, but we are sleaze. I can get on board with that last part of that.
Oh, girl, don't say that. Don't say all that.
I need to watch more Giallo. I just avoided it.
Yeah,
I think the actual term is supposed to it comes from like paperbacks you could buy in a grocery store at a corner store where it's just it's sleaze, it's the kind of stuff not Fabio on the cover, but it's very low level detective thrillers, and I think the actual word comes from the color. It's Pulp Fiction.
What's the name of it? Right?
I'm not complaining about Fabio on the cover. It has to be said.
And it was just kind of his style that people kind of
trash dash,
piggyback.
pulp books.
I'm loving the comments. This is a classic.
I'm the killer.
A classic horror trope. No. Nick is the killer.
All right. Well, we have 3 more answers that are worth 3 points. So let's get
3 points
forward real quick. Let's go back to who we've got playing. So we've got Josie at 11. Is that right, Lisa?
The last one that you did, was that worth 3 points?
Yes.
Who was it that got the last one then? Because I only give them 2.
Suspiria. Who got the last one?
Who got Suspiria? Let's scroll back in the old comments.
Let's scroll back and see who got Suspiria.
Suspiria. Right, no, that
was it Bloodbath?
I think it was Bloodbath and
Beyond. Oh, it was Bloodbath.
If we're wrong, let us know. So I need to add an extra one then.
Yeah.
Bloodbath and Beyond have 7. Josie has 11.
So Josie is
Neil
11.
has 10. If we're wrong, please tell us because we've all had.
And Bloodbath has 7. So Bloodbath is still in the game.
I've got Bloodbath 7, Josie on 11, Neil on 10. But as I said, I have a lot of alcohol, so I'm not
all right. So Lisa, or I'm sorry, Nick.
Neil. No, not Neil. Jesus Christ.
Nick got a mask on. Okay.
Woo.
Okay. Last round mask. Let's get
Don't
it.
do this on me. No. It's a creature from the Black Lagoon.
I can't hear anyone.
Okay, now you're extra loud. I like that. I like a loud voice. Go ahead with your last movie clue. Go ahead, Nick. No, keep it on, Nick. Keep it on. No, keep it on, Nick.
I can't breathe. It's
Nick,
it's
I don't care
suffocating.
if you can breathe. Keep it on.
Sacrifice for your art, Nick.
I'll die
Sacrifice.
before the end of my clues.
Like she said, for your art.
That thing is so tight.
Damn it.
I'll hold
That's
it
what
up like
she
this.
said.
Okay, hold
My
it
creature
up.
from the Black Lagoon mask.
There you go. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
It's a really well-made mask, though.
It's good, actually. I should use it more often. Hold on.
All right, your first clue.
Okay, number 5. Okay.
Yeah.
A girl makes out with her lover in a public place. In
A
public.
girl makes out with her lover in a public.
It is a dope mask. It's an awesome mask, Nick.
It is. It's like really, really good, actually, honestly.
Do you know
So-
that Peter Dinklage is meant to be on a new? I know this has nothing to do with your mask. He's meant to be in a new version of the Toxic Avenger, and I'm very excited
Yeah.
about it.
Oh, okay.
I love Toxic Adventure.
I didn't read that
Yes.
much more into it, but Peter kind of like screwed actors out of Snow White and Seven Dwarfs movie or something like that.
Yeah, I think he said something about small people. Oh God, you have to be so careful what you say. Small people shouldn't be being like.
Because it's like,
shoehorned into
dude,
being
they were
dwarfs.
small people. They're supposed to play small people. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you're exploiting them, but it's like, no,
No,
they are little people playing little people. It's okay. Like, don't
Yeah.
interfere with this. You're exploiting them, but it's like, no. Uh-oh, my sound's acting weird. Y'all sound
I can't even tell you how much I love Peter Dinklage. I adore the man. I've watched as much as I can get my hands on that he's in, but his like issue with small people playing small people, I don't really understand because a lot of them can't get work unless they're doing these specific things.
Hold
So
on
I
one
don't
second.
really
I
understand.
have a question. Is anybody using wireless headphones right now?
No.
Okay, I'm suddenly getting an echo from me.
Yeah, I'm getting the same
Echo
echo.
from Lisa.
I've
but-
had mine the same. I've got my YouTube muted and I've got StreamYard open, so nothing else.
Has Nick gone to get a derf?
D, are you
What's a derf?
okay? He moved. He laughed. Okay, D wasn't moving at all for a second. And he laughed. I was like, is he frozen?
Am I
Yeah.
dumb? What's a derf? A dwarf?
Brandon says Dinklage is always about breaking the mold. I can't even begin to tell you how much I love Peter Dinklage. It all started with Tyrion, but
Great. He's a great actor. Point
I
blank.
love him.
Especially in Step Brothers. Oh my God, Step Brothers is one of my all-time freaking.
It's so funny, isn't it? It's hilarious.
Oh, I love Will Ferrell. Did you see
Yeah.
Will Ferrell in the series? He did I forget what streaming service it was, but who was the freaking other person? My freaking headband keeps falling off. But it was a true story where the psychiatrist therapist dude takes advantage of this rich Jewish dude. And it's a real story, and so good.
I do really like Will Ferrell.
Oh man,
I drink and I know. I drink and I know things. Bloodbath and Beyond. Is Cyrano? Oh yes. Oh, D's typing in here. Cyrano. I can't even begin to tell you. I've seen like the old versions with Jared Depardieu.
The Shrink Next Door is what it was called.
I fell in love with Peter Dinklage. I am in love with the man. I have to admit it. Everything I can get
are we
my
talking
hands
Cyrano?
on, that he's in,
I
I
can
will
tell.
watch.
I could tell.
I love him. I mean, what's his name from Game of Thrones? What? I'm sorry, I've had
I
too
don't
much.
watch it like that.
What's his
Tyrion
name
Lannister?
from Game of Thrones? What's his
Tyrion.
Tyrion. I
Okay.
love
That's
Tyrion.
very true.
I think he was like the main draw of Game of Thrones. But when I saw Cyrano, I'm like, oh my god, please, like, let me be that character. You don't deserve him. You're not good enough. I want to have this man. He's mine. I just love him. I can't say any wrong about Peter Dinklage, even though I do think he was a bit OTT about the whole Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs thing. I don't know why he's getting so
I
wound
know
up.
it's so weird. It's like
Yeah.
let people live. It's especially when it's the role made
Yeah.
for them.
How many small actors don't get the chance?
I
Not
understand
everyone is. Yeah.
The thing was, he would never take a little person role. And to be
Yeah.
quite honest, I get that. You know, if I was trying to be a quote unquote serious actor in a movie, I understand being a little person and saying I will only take normal sized person roles. But to then butt your head into something where the roles are for little people, it's like, why? Just leave it alone.
I agree completely. And it kills me because I love him, but
yeah,
not everyone is as good as he is. There
I
are
know.
people that
He's
will
an
only
anomaly,
get,
which is another reason why he keeps his mouth shut.
some people will only get to do pantomime, or they will only get to do, and they make their living doing this. You know, give them the chance. If they are happy doing it,
Exactly.
it's not up to you,
it.
you know.
Exactly.
But still, I think the man's just incredible. I love him. I've got a little bit of a crush, I have to admit, on Peter.
I can tell, my friend.
Yeah.
I can tell.
You're with Cyrano?
Oh,
Can we turn this
God.
into a musical podcast? I love Cyrano. It's
I
Cyrano,
don't
right?
buy
I'm not
DVDs
mispronouncing.
anymore. I'm one of these hideous, horrible people that streams everything that everyone really hates that you stream. But I bought Cyrano. I bought it because
So
I
good.
can't get
It's
I
lovely.
listen to it in the car constantly. My husband's like, "Oh Christ, not this again!" And I'm singing away. I love it. Brilliant.
It's so good.
Nick,
I love. Okay, we'll do a
second-
separate live stream about Cyrano.
Nick, your second or third clue for your last movie.
Let's talk horror.
Okay, sure.
Let's talk scary horror stuff.
Okay.
Oh
Well, my movie actually is Cyrano. So.
No, it's
not.
Okay, guys.
Wait, so just to refresh everyone's memory,
we're still
a girl
on your
makes out.
Yep.
A girl makes out with her lover in a public place. That was clue number 1.
Yep.
Number 2, she gets mad when he tries to turn their twosome into a threesome.
Oh.
He gets mad. Did you say he gets mad?
Sorry, she gets mad when her lover, a male, tries to turn their twosome into a threesome.
I was going to say because he would never get mad if someone was trying to turn a twosome into a threesome.
No, he would not have. No, exactly. You're right. Yep.
He gets mad because she gets mad because he. Oh.
So they're making out in a public place, and she gets mad when he tries to turn their twosome into a threesome.
Okay.
It is a Wonderful Life. Frame 34 got it.
Shut the.
It's a Wonderful Life. It's incredible.
I got so much.
I forgot when that happened.
It's not even funny.
I have so much weeing to do. Sorry. I really need a wee, but I want to know what you're
saying.
Okay.
Clue number 3. She storms off and gets lost in a labyrinth of LED screens.
The reason why this was the reason why I chose this film as Nick's hardest film to choose or to guess is because not many people have seen this, or if they did see it, they're gonna forget it. Just to be real, snap! And we got somebody who got
Valentine.
Valentine.
Is that a 3-pointer?
My Valentine truthers.
I've never seen that.
I have. As soon as you said the screens, I'm pretty sure it's Valentine, and it was.
Is that a 3-pointer, Jerry?
It is a 3-pointer.
Right, so Bloodbath and Beyond is on 10.
Bloodbath.
He just got up to the most game.
There's only 1 point in it, folks. Bloodbath and Beyond is tied. Josie, you're in the lead by 1 point. Is that right? Or am I wrong?
I got 11, 10, 10, right?
Yes, 11, 10, 10. Exactly.
Woo. So now with this one, though, I honestly did rewatch it, and I was like, again, this was one where I was like, oh, yeah, I did see this when I was like, when did this come out? Like 20 something, and forgot all the hell about it. But I really just love Denise Richards for whatever the hell reason. Yes, she's beautiful, but she's just also just good at her craft. She's just good at it. And the acting all around, while it was good, I just feel like, honestly, it was, just to be completely honest, I will watch the movie again and show it to friends, but the directing wasn't where it needed to be for me.
Right, I'm adding my watch list. I haven't seen that either. Nick, this
It's
is
not like my favorite movie, but it's just a fun like urban legend. I know we did last summer era, like early 2000s, like pulpy kind of like slasher movie. It's just fun. Denise Richards is really like she's giving her all in it. Katherine Hagel is pretty good in it. It's stupid.
It is stupid. And the guy who directed it also directed Urban Legend, which I've not seen yet, but I know everybody praises, and I need to.
It's fun.
I need to see it, but it's not been on like my actual radar, and I have not seen Nature's Grave or Storm Warning. But with this particular movie, it was just I don't know. I like it. I do like it, and I'll watch it again because it is kind of like Death Becomes Her. But Death Becomes Her is kind of just taken up a couple of notches with this one. It was almost like Valentine tried to be a sort of Death Becomes Her or like a Scream, but just kind of fell short, but also passed at the same time in a weird way for me, in a sense.
I haven't seen it.
But I do, but with Valentine though, like I really do love the ending because I love endings like that where it seems like it concludes or we wrap things up and just not to give. I mean, we did say spoilers at the beginning of this, but not to give it away too much because even though I do say spoilers, I still want you to be anticipatory and want to look forward to things. But
don't spoil away. I'll watch it anyway.
I do like how
it's not so good. It's okay good.
I mean, I do like how the killer got away with it, and the killer was who they were, and I just love that whole idea of it. It was like, oh, I want to be like Scream, or I want to be like Teaching Mrs. Tingle, but I'm just a little bit lesser than. I don't know.
Apparently, it's from the same director as Urban Legend. Everything Horror says.
Yeah, Nick, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. Stay.
I just wanted to say, like, I think it should be like in terms like there's so many movies that get remade for no reason, like A Child's Play, A Firestarter. I think this would make for such an amazing modern remake with like Tinder, Bumble, like modern dating apps.
I didn't know that part.
The fact that the main character is kind of like an incel.
I didn't know that part.
Oh. No, there hasn't been. Been. I just mean I think this would be like a movie that's primed for a remake with the modern dating scene.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I know I like that because I get that part too. Because with the speed dating too, because I watch a lot of trash reality TV, and 2022 people are still speed dating. I went on a speed date about a decade ago, where you sit down and you just have dudes kind of coming through the fucking or the carousel or whatever the hell.
No.
Relatable. I've done that before, and so anything where I can like connect to, I grab onto really easily and quickly. So yeah, with Valentine, I get it because you have your girlfriends who you met in college and you become close with. And for me, and I feel like he might have been playing on that whole thing, and I'm not really filling in my blanks here. But the whole girl jealousy thing, I think, kind of gets under my skin. Not to spoil it, but we are going to spoil it because we did say spoilers from the beginning of the movie. But the whole thing of, oh, I have a man now, and you've always had a man, and now you're just jealous that I have a man scenario just kind of got under my skin. And then with the addition to, like, we have great actors, but then the directing is kind of off because while it is realistic, it's just, what's the word? It's not annoying, but it's just like, I can't think of the word. But anyways, it's a movie that I would watch with people just to be like, let's watch this because I love Happy Death Day, and Happy Death Day was totally inspired by this movie. Plus 3 to 4 or 5 other movies, they were totally inspired by this one, on that roster. But I'm not gonna put it on my top lists. You know what I'm saying?
I don't love it. I think it's a good time capsule, like among like urban legend and all those of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
It's got like so many flaws. It's fun. I think it's ripe for a remake with like so many other movies that are getting their remakes.
Yes.
Like with the modern dating scene, there's so much you could do with Valentine.
Yeah.
With like a killer.
Look at Dee's comment. Now that you're talking about remakes, Dee says, DeRay, do you think a remake would work well if it was done well?
Oh yeah. There's so much you could do. You could do incels.
Yes. Go ahead, Nick.
Online dating. There's so much that has evolved since 2002 or whenever it came out in the modern dating scene. There's so much you could do with a slasher centered around like a Cupid Center, like nose bleeding incel. I mean, he's not an incel back then, but he's an incel. But like, there's so much you could do with that. Where you can make like 2 or 3 movies based on the Cupid Killer or the Cherub, I think is what it's called.
Gosh, yes, the cherub angel, like little cute baby butt. But you know, with love in general, I've just realized that I'm infatuated with that. Like I didn't really realize that because with The Fly, or you know, The Fly is an example. The Fly is a love horror story. Candyman is a good love horror story, and just this whole idea of love in horror is like Warm Bodies is also another good example. Because for me, I didn't really like care for love stories, but if it was funny or if it was just really good drama or thriller or horror, I was into it. But like now I'm realizing, well, if there's a good love story, I'm actually probably more intrigued than I realize. And so speed dating and things like that, and just dating in general, is always going to be relevant because there will always be people who are just not, I don't want to say single or taken, because whether you're single or whether you're taken, both of those groups of people are interested in that trope, because either they're in it and they're enjoying it, or they're seeking it, or not even if they're not in it, you don't have to be seeking it. You could be outside of it and not want it and just love to see it. If you're in any of those kinds of worlds, it's just an awesome thing to see. And then when you have horror thrown into that, and you got the best of these two different worlds, because for me, the best worlds are horror, comedy, love, action adventure, which is one thing. Action adventure is one thing. And then anything outside of those 3 things are kind of just extra and just like contributory to that. And it's just like, awesome. Okay, I'll take it. And even though I love everything under all umbrellas, horror is my favorite. So now I'm just thinking, like, if you can bring action, if you can bring love, if you can bring this and that and whatever into the game, I'm just down. And love has just always been a top tier for me, which I didn't even realize until honestly recently. Sorry, I took over for so freaking long.
You're good. I was gonna ask, Nick, was your clue up next?
No, mine was that one. I was Valentine.
Okay, you were back. We were talking. I was
so now let's go to the next mother F. All right.
It's me.
Get it, girl.
I've just been
yes, this one is so good. Go. Yes.
Is it me? Yes. Right, okay. So my last one is clue number 1 is, now this is quite a hard one. 2 best friends are staying together for a weekend to study when the doorbell rings.
Uh-oh. I think I know this one, possibly.
Just put it in the private chat. I'm curious to know.
Kind of a clue.
We should have said this in the beginning. D, just because you said that, put it in our yard stream. Yeah, put it in our private chat.
I'll give a kind of a clue that's not a clue. This has 2 titles. Like quite often when something's released in the US and in Europe, it gets given 2 titles. Yeah. So this movie has 2 titles.
Oh, I know what it is. Okay, wait. Hold on. Private chat. There it is.
Private chat. Yes, you're right, D-Movie Man. That's exactly what it is.
Oh,
Well,
I typed it also. Okay. Well.
what do you know what kill it is? Do you know what kill it is? Clue number 2 is Dad goes to answer the door as his daughter sleeps and her friend is busy amusing herself.
Oh.
We'll give them a few seconds. So amusing herself may be quite rude. Let's just put it that way.
I agree with her there. I would love to see more.
Hector. Bug is like literally in my top 5 of all freaking time. Do not talk about Bug too much because I will go off. Bug. Please watch Bug.
What's Bug? Bug?
Ugh, Bug.
Is that with
a recent thing? Bug.
Michael Shannon?
Not recent.
Ashley
It's a
Judd
play.
and-
It's a play that got adapted into a movie with Michael Shannon and Ashley Judd. It's the best.
I like Michael Shannon.
I love Michael Shannon.
Michael
Michael
is so underrated. It's not even funny.
Right, I've added Bug. You know, half the
I
time
love
people
Michael
say to me,
Shannon.
"You must watch this," and I add it, and then when I start watching it, it's like, "Oh shit, I've seen
Yes,
this."
William Friedkin. He, Exorcist. Dude. Like,
I've added it. I've added Bug.
Yes.
I don't know if I've seen
Michael
it.
Shannon is so good.
Yeah, he's awesome, isn't he? I'm going to go to clue number 3. So we've had the 2 best friends are staying together for a weekend to study.
yes.
One of their dads has gone to the door to answer the phone, while the other friend is busy amusing herself.
Yes.
Clue number 3: Dad's visitor gives him too close of a shave. So think about what you might use to give a shave, and it's a bit too close.
Too
See if
close.
anybody gets that. We've got 2 left. It's pretty gross kill. It's an awesome movie. But it's probably not a standout one that like a lot of people would be aware of. Shall we give clue number 4?
Yeah.
Dad is helped into a tight space on the stairs in his floral dressing gown.
You gotta get it on this one, y'all. If you've seen it, you know it.
Okay, so you've got 2 friends who are together in a house. They're studying. They've gone to bed for the night. One is sleeping. One is amusing herself. Let's not put it any other way. It's not cabin fever. The doorbell rings, and one of the girls' dads has gone to the door to answer the phone or to answer the door. He's helped into a tight space on the stairs, and he's wearing a floral dressing gown. So have we got it yet? Nothing yet. Cabin
Nothing
fever.
yet.
So the last clue I've got is Dad loses his head over some furniture.
So we should definitely say now that we're at 5, right? We've already said 5 clues.
Yeah.
It's definitely a foreign film. And then after that, we'll say the year or the decade it came out in. It's a foreign film.
Is the 2000s.
2000s, foreign, and it's a slasher.
I think one of the biggest clues is it's got 2 names. So if you're in the US, you might know it as a different name. Yes. Everything.
Woo!
He got it just before Trash Stash. They got it at, they both got it at 4:12.
Huh?
4:12 my time. It's 4:10 in the morning. High tension. Yeah, Switchblade Romance is what I watched it as when I first saw it. It was called Switchblade.
Oh, what's that?
Sorry.
That's
like
points, isn't it?
I was making a phone call.
A landline call. Like, what in the world?
No,
Everything horror is a new scorer, so that's 3
Okay,
points.
so you just took some
Everything
points
horror.
from the people in the lead. So you might not win, but you at least made it even that much more competitive for those who are in the lead, which I do appreciate. So you've got 3.
If you haven't seen Switchblade Romance or High Tension, please watch it. It's such a good
Honestly,
movie.
3, 6, 9. If you got the next 3 answers, Hector, you would be 3rd place, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. To be 3rd place in a competition game with all these know-it-alls,
I played Saboteur. You did. You did.
Trash Dash, Danny was right behind Hector, just for the record. He was, it looks like, they both chimed in at 9:12. So you both, get the point in life.
That's so close, isn't it? That's awful.
All right. So
Josie, you're still in the lead with 11.
let me double check that. Yep, she is in the lead. So yeah, actually, yeah, Neil and Bloodbath are tied. So are we at the last round where either it's Josie or like the other two if they get this one? If they were to get this one, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's between
So either Neil can get this and he wins. Bloodbath gets this and then he wins. Or Josie straight up gets it.
Whoever gets this wins. So D, it's up to you.
whoever gets this wins. Like out of the three of them, like honestly, they've all been here at different points of the game, and it's really literally come down to this last question or this last guess, and any one of them can freaking win. All right, so here we go.
Which is awesome because I've been here.
Wrap this whole thing up. So D, I really hope your guesses or your clues are really vague. Let's make this extra hard.
I got you.
All right. No.
This centers around a really bizarre relationship.
I like it.
Natural born killers.
Don't say your answer out loud because you might actually have the answer.
No, but that's not horrible. Anyway.
But that's not it, thankfully. Lord have mercy. Don't say your words.
No.
Good guess, Lisa. That's a good guess.
All right. Clue number 2.
In this relationship, one person goes to the extreme to display their affection for the other person.
Ooh, that's a good one. Extreme. Or everything horror. Yeah. All right. Clue number 3. I know I got you at 14 minutes, Nick. We're about to wrap this up.
No, Hector just sent me a DM.
What did he say?
He said, "Who you calling?"
Oh, I thought you were talking about the time. I was like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna get you out of here real quick."
This display of affection comes through revenge.
Oh. This is the last clue, everybody. This is the point or the round that's going to bring it home for everybody who has been playing. Not you. We're only doing movies. You is an amazing show that I was surprised that I loved as much as
it. Yeah, it's incredible.
The last season I thought was going to be garbage because they had a baby and they were like in suburbia and stuff, but I was pleasantly surprised they did.
I love you. Yeah, it's really like a modern Dexter almost.
Yeah, okay. I need to watch Dexter still.
Have you not seen Dexter?
I know. I watched an episode, or not even a whole episode, but I think I was just on the wrong TV and I just didn't like the way that it looked. So I skipped it.
You know, I watched half of season 1 and wasn't fully invested, but I stuck with it, and it's one of my favorite TV shows of all time now.
I think it will be if I just give it the chance.
Give it the chance, definitely. Yeah. Stick with the first season, and if you don't like it, then give up. But give it one season.
Okay. All right. Next clue, or let's recap and then go to the next clue.
Yes, it centers around a very bizarre relationship. One person goes to the extreme to prove their affection for the other person.
Yeah.
This form of affection comes in the form of revenge. And an aspect of this revenge involves someone submerged in water.
How many clues was that? 4 or 5?
Wife?
4.
Is it?
4? Okay. All right, and let's do the last clue. And then after that, we'll tell the decade it was in.
Josie has said unseen.
I never heard of that. Oh, Hector!
Oh, Josie, you like
Hector is
Hector
on the freaking board. Hector has 6. If he gets the next one, he'll have 9, and he'll end up in 3rd place technically, which is crazy.
Where's the right one in? It's so good. That's such a good film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unsane is pretty cool too. Unsane.
So,
Unsane.
Oh shit! That's it. We're done. Actually, my bad. That was the last round.
Josie and Trash Dash.
You need a bonus question?
Oh, man, I feel like I want to do bonus questions, right? But then it's like, we got to the end. We should do bonus questions.
I'll pick a DVD off my shelf and I'll just describe it in 5 clues.
Are you about to pass out?
What's that?
I said, Lisa, are you about to pass out?
No, I'm wide awake.
Said no.
Wide awake. It's 4:20 in the morning and I'm wide awake.
Ooh.
Oh no. No, I think Josie wins just because we've been just so neck and neck this whole time. So the final score was Josie 11. Neil had 10. Freaking Bloodbath and Beyond had 10. They both had 10, bro. And Bloodbath came at the end of the game with his few answers. So that's pretty freaking amazing. And then Hector, he had 2 answers and came in with 6. And 6 is a lot because Neil, he had 1, 2, 3, 4. He had his first 6 points were the first round. So he had 6 green, 6 easy guesses. And so it was just a tight race the whole entire time. But congratulations to Josie, who freaking just won the whole game. Congratulations. Oh, wait, actually, she probably did win. I'm not going to take that away from her. But I'm going to check my social media right now. And I was going to check it once I cut the broadcast off.
Oh, yes. I forgot.
Let me just check it now because I have not added points.
Josie, get it shared quick.
Yeah. So I'm going to let y'all have a second real quick. D, go ahead and take over for me. And then I'm going to calculate and use the lead.
Yep. Ask us something really interesting, D, like you usually do.
Okay. Thank you.
I was just gonna say really quickly, I love actually Let the Right One In was probably one of the earliest films I ever watched on Netflix when it was in the early days of streaming. It was probably my possibly first foreign horror film, I think. That might be accurate. And I had to choose that scene because it is so it just comes together perfectly. The bullies and what our main character is subjected to, how frustrating it is, how toxic it is, all of that. And then we're thinking, that, his friend has run off on him, and now what are we going to do? And I mean, it gets really sadistic. He basically is saying like, okay, hold your breath for 3 minutes or I'm going to stab your eye out. And it's like, okay, these kids are not wrapped too tight. And then as he's under the water, we already have the tension of him dealing with this. And then all of a sudden you see all these things happening and falling into the water as he is still holding his breath. And then you realize, oh, wait a minute, is this? And just, I don't know, the way it plays out is like perfect. Because it's not, you don't even need to see everything that's happening to know what's happening. It's such a great thing.
Sometimes it's best not to see everything. And it's horrible in that you're watching it and they're kids, but you're still wanting the revenge against those kids. You're still thinking, just do away with these children. And it's children at the end of the day, but you still want to see the revenge for your main character. Exactly. It's amazing. It's such a good movie.
Yeah.
But you're making me feel really old by saying that's the first that you saw on Netflix. It's like, oh my God, I was like very much an adult when I saw that.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
And see, I think, the thing is, it came out, because I didn't know that at the time, because it came out in 2008, but when I saw it on Netflix, it wasn't until like maybe 2011, maybe 2012. So it was like got a ways after the fact.
Oh, good.
But it was great. Even the moments where the one woman gets bit accidentally and then things go awry for her. The scene with the cats, and I was so shocked by everything.
So good.
Both
As a matter of fact, even the remake of that wasn't that bad. To be honest, it was
Hector and Bloodbath. I just want to shout out those comments. They were talking about it.
The remake is great. Everything
That's
horror.
good.
Yeah, Let Me In. That's one of the few, because I know when it comes to Americanizing remakes, it's like, ugh. But Let Me In, I think they both work really.
It was decent, yeah.
Funny Games is another good one. Kind of the other ones. That's a great. It's a shot-for-shot remake by the same director, though.
I think the remake, although it's nowhere near as intense, but I quite think the remake of The Ring isn't too bad, to be quite honest with you. I don't think it's amazing, but I don't think it's awful. It doesn't have the same amount of intensity and fear, but it's not too bad.
What did you think of the second Ring? Because all I remember are those CGI deer on that road.
Not a big fan of the second. No. The first one is I absolutely adore the actual original Ring. I love it, but not such a big fan of the second one at all.
Yeah, every time all I think about is that scene where they're on the road, and it's just some. And I don't even think I really knew anything about CGI then, but I was just like, these look like video game CGI. It was just rough.
Oh, please. I prefer all day long. If you give me not fantastic practical effects, all day long, I prefer it. I don't like CGI. Sometimes it's okay.
Right.
But for the most part, when it comes to horror especially, it has to be practical effects. Yeah. I'll forgive, like just as an example, that recent movie Deadstream, which does have some practical horror effects that aren't particularly good. I don't mind that at all. It's fine. But if you give me something shit that's CGI, I hate it. I don't mind. I hate it.
So Lisa, double check me here. I'm going to go ahead and just list off the movies and sources of points that these folks got. So right now I have Josie, who has 13 points. She got Evil Dead, Misery, 13 Ghosts, which were all worth 1. She also got Saw 2, Queen of the Dam, Slither, Death Becomes Her. And then she also got a social extra 2 points, which gave her 13.
Yeah, that's what I've got, 13, yeah.
And so then Neil, he got Creepshow, Nightmare on Elm Street, Sleepaway Camp, American Werewolf in London, Ghost Ship, Saw 2, which were all worth 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then he also got X, Day of the Dead, and a social credit, which brought him to 12.
Yep, got the same, yep.
Bloodbath got Leprechaun 2, which I was going to say Lep 2, Martyrs, and he also got a social 2-point credit. And then he got Suspiria and Valentine, which gave him 12, which tied him right up with Neil.
I've got him on 12 as well, yeah.
Yeah. And then Hector got 6 points. And I didn't write down his movie for some reason. But he also did social, and he got a movie, which gave him 6 points. And Dos Increíbles shared me out, and he got 2 points.
Okay.
He got a movie.
I had everything horror on 8 points. If he put his social out as well as I'm on 8 points.
Okay, 8. I'll take your word for it. So Hector got 8, which puts him at 3rd place. And Neil and Bloodbath are both second. Which I wish I would have had a 2nd place prize.
Oh, so you've got like one clear winner and 2nd and 3rd are tied?
Yeah, I know, right? But next time I'll have a 2nd freaking Nick.
Nick. Yes. Josie has been here. I think Josie was one of the first people that was on.
She's been here since the beginning. She's been just going off since the start.
So well. That's awesome. Love it. Well done, Josie. Congratulations.
Yes, and thank you, Nick, for this amazing mask at the end of the show.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
I can't believe. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I hear a word you're saying, but it's fantastic.
Well, you guys, I appreciate my guests. I appreciate my viewers. Thank you so much for just being here and having a good old time with me. This is my second Halloween special, my very first horror game, and I just appreciate everybody's participation. And until the next one, because I feel like I'll probably be doing this again. There goes my headband once again. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that off at the last 30 seconds. And yeah, congratulations to Josie. You were a rock star. Awesome job. And Josie is also a patron. So very, awesome to that too. She's just, in for the long run. I just love that she's just a horror fan who just knows her freaking horror. We said maybe 1 or 2 clues. We said 1.5 clues, and she just knew the freaking movie.
And she's a girl. That's awesome. I'm really sexist, but I love that girls one because I think so many more men love horror than women.
Yeah, they do. It's a thing. Even though now there's more women on the planet, we're just now becoming more vocal and just being more visible in the world. Nick, I freaking love it, Nick. I don't know if you can hear me.
I'm dying.
You got one button.
It's so hot in there.
Have you seen Josie's last comment? What's in the box?
Well, it is in the box. I'd love to see an unboxing.
Man, so yes, just thank you, and Josie, you the real MVP. And until the next one, I hope I see y'all in my next live stream, which will be next week on Friday. We'll be talking about psychological thrillers. And thank you, I appreciate y'all. Until the next one, peace.